You've been listening to Your Sports Edge Football Friday on WPKY 103.3 FM and worldwide at WPKYonline.com. Coming up next, it's the McGregor Heating and Cooling pregame show as we head to the stadium for Caldwell County Tiger football. Later tonight, Todd Griffin will have Caldwell County game night coverage on game night at yoursportsedge.com.
We live in one of the greatest agricultural communities in Kentucky and in the country, and that comes with responsibility, especially during harvest season. Pennyrile Electric reminds you to watch for heavy farm machinery on the roads. For farmers, staying safe means surveying for overhead power lines and underground utilities when moving large or elevated equipment, and when beginning any excavation project like tiling or fence post digging. Need guidance? Call Pennyrile Electric. They've been cooperating with the ag community for now 82 years.
Planters Bank, located at 208 North Jefferson Street, is locally owned and operated with a strong, sincere focus on customer service. Planters Bank has a diverse team of seasoned professionals in Western Kentucky and Clarksville, Tennessee. Since first opening their doors, Planters Bank has made a name for itself as an energetic player in the financial services market. Stop by and talk to the friendly folks at Planters and find out about the You Choose Rewards program. Planters Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton. You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for the Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Tate Van Hooser, Addie Vinson, Kendra Winters, and Lily Horde.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Tiger football is on the air on 1580 103.3 WPKY on your free WPKY app and worldwide streaming audio on WPKYonline.com. It's time for the Caldwell County Coaches Show on WPKY.
Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to the Coach Wayne McGowan pregame interview. Tonight, the Tigers are back home entertaining the Union County Braves. Tigers are coming off an impressive win last Friday night in Marion, defeating the Crittenden County Rockets 36-14, giving them their first loss of the season. Meanwhile, the Tigers are 3-1 at the present and are seeking their fourth win of the season tonight. I will be back with Coach McGowan to talk about Union County after these commercial messages.
3 number ones, 6 other tunes in the top 20. Country superstar Daryl Worley is coming to the Trigg County Country Ham Festival. This free show is Saturday night, October 12th at the Renaissance Stage downtown. Daryl's show will start around 6:30.
Kinda like you want to, nothing but a love thing. Awful beautiful ride. Have you forgot how it felt that day? I miss my friend. Sounds like life to me. It ain't no fantasy.
Kicking off Saturday evening's entertainment will be country sensation Aaron Goodman.
We're on earth, and we're all searching in bars and churches.
106.5 WKDZ will have live coverage of this year's festival beginning at 9 each morning on the 11th and the 12th. Daryl Worley in concert at this year's Trigg County Country Ham Festival.
For delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Potacina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or in Marion. Maria specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Stop in for delicious lunch or dinner. La Potacina Mexican Restaurant is open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9:30, Sundays 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Potacina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
And welcome back to the show. Laney, it's homecoming weekend this weekend, so I'm sure you've had to deal with some distractions and all that associated with homecoming.
Yeah, it's been a few. It hadn't been too bad, which is always good. You want to make sure our kids is focused on the task at hand, which is the football game. Homecoming is not homecoming unless you win the football game. So we've put some pretty good work in this week. Kids been pretty focused. We will have the homecoming activities before the football game, and it's just a good time for folks to come back. Hopefully we have a good crowd to come back. A lot of times they have not a family reunion, a class reunion. So maybe, I don't know if there's one going on, but a lot of times during homecoming there's a class reunion going on. So we're looking forward to a big crowd this weekend.
And with that coming up tonight, what about our opponent, the Union County Braves? What can you tell us about that before we get into their offense and defensive situations?
First thoughts are a tough athletic team, toughness, and more toughness, physical bunch. Up front they are not real big kids, but they're good sized boys up front. Get on you, stay on you. The running backs are real big kids. The Irvin kid is be a fullback. I believe the Holloway kid's probably going to have to step in for the Porty Seals kid, who had an unfortunate injury. But those kids, they run really hard downhill right at you. You're going to see some fullback. You're going to see some I formation. So we're looking for a physical, tough team to come in here tonight.
And looking at Union County puts up very, very little stats, very few stats that I've been able to get tonight for tonight's game, but it looks like they've been playing two kids at quarterback, number 15, Solomon Tehan, which we saw last year. I think he was their QB last year. And they've gone back and forth between one of their wide receivers and the quarterback position, number 1, Ben Shreve. So one does something better than the other.
I think with the Tehan kid, I believe I think we may see him more possibly. I just say that, but we may not. He does a good job of commanding their offense. He throws the ball pretty well. He moves around really well. He'll tuck it, bring it down, scramble with it, and we have to rally up and get to him because he's pretty shifty kid. With number 1, I think he played a little receiver as well. Just another good little athlete for him, so he can come in and kind of change the pace of their offense.
And until their big back got hurt in the McLean County game, they were probably a 80%, 20% rushing over passing team. So do you know how that might affect their ability to, will they be 50-50 tonight? Or
Probably not. Watching them on film, probably not 50-50. I don't know percentage-wise exactly, but I think they're still going to come in and do what they've been doing. That's running the football, and they do a really good job of running the football. They'll run some bootlegs at you, and they'll try to stretch the field and throw it downfield. Haven't seen a whole lot of screens out of them. They may try to screen to a back out of the backfield maybe or something like that. But I believe they're going to come in and do what they do best, and I feel like running the football is what they do best.
And looking at their running attack, number 9 was the back we've been talking about. Corinthian Portis Seals is out with broken leg, and so now they're probably leaning toward number 6 in that position, Elijah Callaway. And you mentioned the Irvin kid, number 30, Matthias Irvin, at that fullback position. Most of those kids that we're going to see tonight, 5, 6, 7 of them could go both ways.
Exactly. Kind of a little similar to us. We have 3 or 4 kids out there going both ways as Union County. You just get smaller schools like ourselves and Union. I know they're 3A still, but they don't have many numbers, kind of like we are. But yeah, you have to use your best athletes, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And you've mentioned already that they'll run out of the I formation and possibly do they wing team either?
Probably. Well, I say probably not, but they may. But you're going to see your I formation. You're going to see some gun stuff, split back, two backs in the backfield, and they don't use a tight end very much at all. They have two wide one side and one wide the other. So that's pretty much their main formation. So we're looking forward to seeing that formation quite a bit, as well as an I backfield.
And looking at the previous Union County games, which I've been able to see the last 17 years, sometimes they go from shotgun, and sometimes they go under center. Are pretty well divided there.
Yeah, we'll get both.
Okay.
We'll get both. Yeah, he'll go under center, whichever quarterback. They will go under center and run their offense from under center as well as in the shotgun.
And then this is something that me trying to keep up with stats in the press box really love is I don't know whether they'll do it this year, but they've been huddling in the past.
Right.
They go to a full-fledged 20, 25-second huddle and gives us time to catch our breath up in the press box. Have you seen that on film?
Well, with film clips, sometimes you just see the play and that's it, and you just see the next play. So it's broken up. But, yeah, I think they, like you said, they will huddle. I do believe in years past they are a huddling team, unlike so many teams these days who don't huddle. But, I think they will probably huddle up, or they may come out with some tempo and not huddle and go fast on us.
When they run the I, they run the back off guard, off tackle, or they try to break him outside?
Yeah, look, inside the tackles. They like running inside the tackles from what we've seen on film, ISOs up the middle. And they run a little power play. They'll pull the guard and kick out and running power plays with those big backs up inside.
So we'll be in our odd man defense.
Yeah, we'll
tonight.
probably stay in odd and, just attack it best we can from that point.
With, as you mentioned, really not a lot of wideouts, one side, two the other side. Is their passer, whoever goes in, have they been passing it? Or are they pretty accurate? That's what I'm trying to say.
They don't do a bad job. Like I said, I think a big part of their pass game is probably going to come off the rollout type stuff, bootleg. They'll try to put a fullback in the flat, then they'll have, flood, kind of like the old flood concept. So we'll have to be ready to first of all, have to be able to keep that quarterback contained, because if he gets T-hand kid, especially if he gets out on you, he's a pretty good sized kid. He's a pretty good sized kid. He's a strong runner and he's smart with the football. So that's the first thing we have to do, make sure we keep him contained, and then we have to have our coverage be smart on the back end, and not run up and attack the short stuff and let somebody run right past me and they throw the bomb over your head. So we just have to be really smart in what we do and attack accordingly.
So a team with pretty decent team speed then.
Yeah, they do. They have really good team speed overall, starting with the quarterback. And, number one, number two, I think the Adams kid, he moves around pretty well. Callaway, is it Callaway or Holloway? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that kid's name, but number 6, he moves around really, really well. He's a receiver or a running back, so we'll just have to kind of see how they're going to attack us.
That's Callaway.
Callaway. Sorry, young man. But they do have great team speed overall.
So they've got interchangeable with the Callaway kid and the Urban kid. They can run the ball and can also be a pass receiver as well on particular plays.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. They switch them around. Another kid they'll probably use is 21. I think his name's Brant Collins. He's been running the football a little bit for him the last couple years. And he's another one of those big bruising type backs. They may have the Irving kid and the Collins kid in there together, or switch all those kids up, or however they best see, what's good for them. But another big bruising running back for him.
He does have some carries this year. He also is a big stud on defense.
Yeah, he's one of their linebackers on defense and does a great job. Yeah,
again, we don't know whether Madisonville, I know Madisonville beat them to start the season. Did Madisonville play fast?
Yeah, they play a little tempo. Madisonville will. No, we scrimmage Madisonville, so we kind of can gauge a little bit how that game kind of went. I think it was 14-7 at half, I believe. Then I think Madisonville second half came out and start putting some points up on them. But, there again, Union County was right there with them. A little bit about like us, we don't have the talent that Madisonville does. But Union gave up a good fight right there, and and it just shows that that's a tough team, and we have to be ready to take that challenge on of fighting against a big tough team.
And the other thing we have to be concerned about tonight, not only for ourselves but Union, as well as the heat.
Oh yeah.
With us forcing the tempo, and those kids going both ways, you think that maybe we get to the middle of the third quarter, it may be on our side, if you will, momentum, just due to that.
Possibly, yeah. Another hot week this week. Tonight's game is going to be another hot game. Until that sun goes down, I think last week at Crittenden County, it was warm, and then that sun finally dropped down and we got in the shade, and it cooled things off pretty good. So, our field, it takes a little bit for that sun to drop in behind the trees over there. So, but yeah, with those guys having 5 or 6 guys going both ways, and offensively, we're going to do what we've been doing. We'll tempo you, and we'll slow it down, or whatever we need to do. So, we'll see how that turns out.
With the obviously our odd front and our linebackers, will we be probably subject to some blitzing tonight, or just let the front 3 or 4 can do the contain and then let linebackers make tackles?
Yeah, if need be. You come in with a game plan, but you have to be flexible and you have to be able to change. If they're hurting us with something, we want to be able to attack that and change the scheme a little bit and adjust. So yeah, we may have to adjust a little bit and just hopefully we don't have to adjust anything, because once you start adjusting things, kids start to think a little bit and they're not as comfortable when you move them around or have them doing something different. So hopefully we can attack with our front 7 guys and contain those guys.
And last week we were able to get back. Who was our linebacker?
Last week?
Yes.
Our linebackers?
Yes, that had been injured. Travion.
Yes.
So he's not re-injured himself this week.
No, he looks good.
He had a really nice game last week.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He and John both had nice games outside linebackers last week. And we look forward to, those guys having another good game. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. Have big old guys coming at them, trying to block them, kick them out. And, they're not really, really big guys, but they're pretty strong kids, and they do really well on the edge for us. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a good game out of both of those guys.
So, again, as you've said, Wayne, probably not much tweaking for our defense. Just line up and play as we have, follow our keys. When we get a chance to get them on the ground, be sure tacklers.
Oh, yeah.
And with Union County being down their good running back, you wouldn't think they would be into a lot of trick stuff, or just like you say, just big, strong kids. They come at you and good, tough physical players.
Yeah, but with the trick stuff, we have to hit a few things just to keep the kids focused. And hey, this may happen. They may run a sweep pass, or they may try to run a reverse or something like that. So we just want to hit those things in practice each week, and just let them know, hey, this other team may come out and throw a little wrinkle at you.
And that's been a look at the Union County offense, and we'll be back after these commercial messages to look at the Union County defense.
Some of the best times are on the lake, eating your favorite foods, sipping on a drink, and listening to live music. The summer concert series at Eddy Creek Marina Resort is open for business, and there's plenty of room for you. Live bands every Saturday night, weekly specials at Echo Charlie's Restaurant, which is open from breakfast till dinner. Some of the faves are homemade crab cakes, Bubba's Key West salt rings, and the hand-patted Barkley Burger. Pontoon rentals, cabins, and more to enjoy at Eddy Creek Marina and Echo Charlie's this summer.
YourSportsEdge.com. We promised a new day in local sports coverage, and we delivered. But don't take our word for it.
It keeps you updated on all your sports education stuff, just going back and looking at the plays and everyone's games.
It gives us good feedback, and it gives us another way to look at our plays and stuff, that it shows us the highlights from our games.
It shows us our mistakes.
YourSportsEdge.com.
At Farmers Bank, we pride ourselves on friendly faces and convenient service. Our goal is to make your life easier, and one of the biggest ways we do so is with our mobile app. If you have a smartphone, this is definitely for you. Using the NXT app, you can check your balance, view transactions, make mobile deposits, and transfer money between your accounts. Did you know you can even make your loan payments? Give us a call or stop by our main office to set up the NXT app today. You'll be greeted by me, Lizzie Shelton, and I look forward to seeing you at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the final segment of the pregame interview. Judging what Murray did, Murray being a pass-heavy attack, throwing for over 300 yards in that game, yet they were only able to put up 21 points in that game. So Union County, even without the poor T. Seals kid last week, played a strong defensive game against a pretty good Murray football team.
They did. You know, watching those guys on film, they played really well against Murray High. You know, the quarterback from Murray's a pretty good kid, and he has a couple good kids to throw to. So, you know, tons of passing yards, but they're in still 21 points. And, you know, Union still ran the ball pretty well against Murray. You know, Murray High has a pretty good 3 down guys up front as well. So, but Union was still able to move the football and do some things offensively, and, you know, kept them in the football game. Union's
one of these teams where, and we have to some degree this year, bent but not broken as far as defense is concerned. So, again, just mentioning that they've got 5, 6 kids going both ways. And I think one of our strengths not only is passing, although Russ is on a 60% plus passing percentage, is that we're developing a pretty sound running attack, Wayne.
Yeah, we are. And any team, you coming into a football game or into a season, you want to establish being able to run the football. So the last few games, we've been able to do that. And, you know, we've been able to do it with a couple different people. You know, De'Eric's probably going to spearhead all the running. Logan Smiley's going to get some carries. We'll run Barron through that backfield and hand it to him some. So, you know, we're kind of getting the ball kind of spread around as far as the run game goes. And, you know, the linemen up front are doing a really good job of creating space and creating lanes for the runners.
The other thing in that situation, we've got the ability of our quarterback to run, so he can put pressure. I don't know whether the Utley kid from Murray does a lot of running or just throwing.
Hadn't watched them a whole lot, just other than watching them against Union County. So, yeah, you know, with Russ, he's always a threat to take off with it, you know, out of a scramble situation, or if it's something we have designed for him. You know, you can count on him, you know, taking care of the football, getting up in there, getting some few tough yards for us.
And we mentioned De'Eric last week had to leave the game at halftime. He's fully recovered.
He is.
Back healthy.
Yeah, he looks good this week. He's running around, and I don't know. It was just a weird deal. I don't know. Didn't eat, and maybe didn't eat good last week, or drank enough water. I don't know.
Or maybe ate something and drank too much water.
Maybe so. So yeah, he looks good this week, and you know, he's ready to roll.
Again, Union County, some numbers to point out on defense for them, as we've already mentioned, the number 21 kid, Brant Collins, and number 30, Matthias Irvin. Number 81, Iverson King, has a lot of tackles, so he'll be one of the middle guys or out on one of the ends for them on defense.
He will. You know, they're going to show an odd and an even front. You know, we don't cover the nose sometimes they cover just our guards and our tackles. So we may see 2 different fronts this week. In tonight's game. So yeah, and 81, is it Hughes?
Yes.
Yeah, 81. He's pretty active kid. Plays defensive end for him, outside linebacker type kid. He gets to the good football really well, and he's pretty good in pass coverage as well.
And with I know we had a ejection last week in our game with Crittenden. Who will you put in the starting lineup tonight?
Brady Holman will start at the guard position tonight. Yeah, freshman kid. You know, Brady's been playing a little bit at linebacker as well, so he's a young kid. I think he's got a good upside, so he's going to get his feet wet tonight with his first start.
Well, good. And also our passing attack is becoming a little bit more widespread with Tripp having 5 catches last week, and the always dangerous Tate Van Hoosier and Barron Wells on that, and De'Eric as a pass receiver coming out of the backfield. I've been impressed with his ability to catch the ball, and obviously he knows how to run with it when he has it.
Exactly. 3 or 4 guys you can go to, and, you know, so the defense can't just hone in on one person as far as your passing attack. And it may be a game where one guy has 5 or 6 catches and the other guy has 2. It just depends on what is working for us and, you know, what they're giving us defensively.
And again, Russ is feeling confident in the ability to put the ball in the air and not shy away from the passing game.
Yeah, and he's growing up in that position. You know, that's a tough position. You know, pretty tough in this offense. You have to know your play, what the play is, what everybody's doing. Get your read and do it all pretty fast.
And what we've shown this year is we're again, a quick strike team, and we can also grind it out with 8, 10, 12 play drives. So obviously controlling the clock is a important characteristic in when we have it on the ground and running out clock, especially if we get out to a lead here. Special teams situation, Union have a kid that maybe can punt the ball to us for a possible return, or
we've seen 2 punters that they've used on film. I know the Collins kid's going to punt some. He knocks it down there pretty good. And the other kid, to be honest with you, I just can't tell what number he is. I think it's number 27.
With those blue jerseys with those.
It gets a little tough for my old eyeballs, I guess. I don't know. I strain and I look, but yeah. So special teams, we just have to be alert. You're talking about their punting, any kind of fakes. We never want to have a big emotion swing. If you get a fake punt against you, so we just have to be heads up on that. And our special teams, punt wise, we have to do a great job protection, kickoff, run, stay in your lanes, tackle people.
Will they kick the ball off deep?
They've shown not really deep. Pooch in it, maybe some sky kicks, maybe. So we'll have to adjust to that and just be alert. Our guys in the front really have to be alert of the onside kick or the punch kick. The real hot one when they punch it right at you. So
I thought last week we were on. Crittenden County is apt to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew we were alert for anything, and we'll have to. Union County is a similar type team. They'll like you say, line drive it at you or scoop it to have 4 or 5 bounces and hopefully bounce one side or the other. So I'm sure you obviously worked on that this week again. Do we have any JV action this week?
We didn't. We're having to put a couple JV linemen in the starting varsity lineup, so we canceled our JV game on Monday. So hopefully, we get people back on that varsity level and, allow those kids to, play in those JV games. Those young guys are working hard, all week. They're the scout team. They're the other team's offense. They're the other team's defense. They get knocked around. And so hopefully we'll get guys back on a varsity level and then allow our, JV kids to get back, their team back together and play.
And overall health of the team continues to be really good.
Yeah, fortunately we are in good shape right now. So we just hope and pray that continues.
And practicing, I guess, is going great this week with probably not a whole lot of disruptions with homecoming. That all happens tonight.
Yeah, not a whole lot. No, for our guys, I know a lot of things are going home behind the scene to get homecoming activities ready to roll. But for our guys, we have been focused this week. We've been practicing. Fortunately, with the heat this week, we haven't had any stoppages or having to start this time or that time or later or whatever. And we've been going out and practicing in the heat, and the kids are responding to it pretty well.
And as we wrap this interview up, Wayne, any final thoughts on tonight's game?
Just to look forward to a big game tonight. Hopefully, a lot of people can come out tonight and watch this football game. And it's been a couple of weeks since we've been home, so hopefully that'll bring the people out and being homecoming as well. So looking forward to a big night. Good luck tonight, Wayne. Thank you. That's going to wrap up this interview. We hope you will be at the game tonight, but if not, you can listen to the call on WPKY FM 103.3 and catch the live stream, which will be delayed on WPKYonline.com. Join Dennis Stevens, Todd Griffin, Gary Goodacre, John Miller, and me for the broadcast that follows this interview. For head coach Wayne McGowan, this is Bob Hayes, and we thank you for tuning in to this interview, and let's get ready for some football action.
James Bond Roofing has been servicing the residents of Caldwell County for 25 years and has seen many years of Tiger sports accomplishments. They would like to wish all of the Tiger sports teams good luck this season. However, there are a couple players out there they are a little more partial to. So here's a big James Bond Roofing shout out to their very own Tiger football players, Ben Holt and Carter Jackson. Go get them, boys, and go Tigers!
We've all heard the phrase, service above self, or servant's heart. There are some that actually live by this. We call these folks hometown heroes. Nominate your hometown hero by going to WPKYonline.com and clicking on Hometown Hero. They just may be recognized as the Hometown Hero of the Month.
Did you know that in the 1960s, 92% of Americans listened to local radio every week? What do you think it is now?
I bet it's a lot less.
Would you believe that it's still 92%?
Wait, you mean more people listen to radio than TV?
Yes, more people use local radio every week than any other device.
I know I listen. I just didn't realize that everyone else does too.
92% of Americans listen every week. You are right now. Thanks. This message brought to you by your local area radio stations. You can count on us.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
A 2018 Chevy Cruze Premier, 24,000 miles. An ADA retail price, $17,750. Trice priced at $15,900.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or TriceHughes.com.
Time to head live to the stadium for a preview of tonight's action with the WPKY Sports Crew. The Caldwell County Tiger pregame show is on the air.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Tiger Stadium. Tonight, it's the Caldwell County Tigers taking on the Union County Braves. This is Dennis Stevens tonight, along with Bob Hayes, John Miller up in the booth, Todd Griffin on the sideline, and a new addition tonight from the Optimus Club radio auction. We bid a spot for a football or basketball game back in the spring. Nikki Dunbar with us tonight, and Nikki will be doing a lot of the color activities tonight as we get started on this game. Of course, homecoming tonight here at Tiger Stadium. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back and kick off the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show with all the homecoming activities, so stay tuned. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
10,641,945,600 inches, 886,828,800 feet, 295,609,600 yards, 167,960 miles.
That's how far the staff at Pennyroyal Hospice traveled last year to serve clients in their 5-county area. If Pennyroyal Hospice traveled 6 3/4 times around the world to serve last year, imagine what they can do for you and your loved one today. Pennyroyal Hospice, living to the fullest.
Girlfriends, let's face it, we all perspire. And Farmers Dry Cleaners knows what we need. We need our clothes clean. We need them clean now. Farmers Dry Cleaners opens at 6:30 on weekdays. I drop mine off on the way to work. But if I'm running late, they stay open until 6 p.m. so I can just run them by after work too. They always have them ready within 24 hours. Just remember they're closed on the weekends. Farmers Dry Cleaners knows what's important, making me look good. Because if I don't look good, they don't look good.
Are you overwhelmed with decisions when it comes to building a new home? When it comes to heating and air, do you know your fuel and energy efficiency options? The different types of HVAC systems, manufacturer and dealer warranties, indoor filtration options. McGregor Group has over 30 years of industry experience and can help you simplify your heating and air conditioning decisions on new builds. Don't just settle. Be informed. Call the experts at McGregor Group today.
First Southern National Bank's Southern roots run deep. Founded in a small Kentucky town, First Southern has always used their example, influence, and resources to help others make wise financial decisions. They know you want to be in charge of your money and to feel valued by your bank. At First Southern Bank, you're more than a number, which is why they've provided personalized service to their customers for more than 35 years. Visit fsnb.net to learn more. Member FDIC.
This is Todd Griffin with your SportsEdge.com. I've been covering Caldwell County sports for over 30 years in our community. Sports is something most of us enjoy following, especially local sports. Join me for the latest Caldwell sports news every weekday here on 1580 103.3 WPKY and online at WPKYonline.com. You can catch my Caldwell County Sports Report 4 times each weekday during the 6:30, 7:30, noon, and 5 newscasts. Plus, remember to go to yoursportsedge.com for sports news 24 hours a day.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. We're going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Frankie Brown, and he's going to introduce all of our homecoming attendants and queen for this season.
Us with the procession tonight are the members of the Caldwell County Band of Pride Color Guard. First is freshman attendant Miss Tally Branch. Tally is the daughter of Kelly and Ford Wayne Branch. She is a member of the Lady Tiger soccer team and FCA. Tally is also active in Christ Tabernacle Church Youth Group. Tally is escorted tonight by Mr. Jameis Carnahan. Jameis is the son of Luke and Allison Carnahan. He is a member of the CCHS football team and baseball team. Jameis is also a member of the FCA and Dodgeball Club. He is active in the youth group at Edgewood Baptist Church. Next is sophomore attendant Miss Savannah Scott. Savannah is the daughter of Ken and Lori Scott. She is vice president of the sophomore class, a member of the Lady Tiger volleyball team, FCA leadership team, SWAT team, FBLA, and yearbook staff. Savannah is a member of Southside Baptist Church, where she is an active member of their youth group. Savannah's escort tonight is Mr. Gabe Dyer. Gabe is the son of Lori and Jimmy Dyer. He is a member of the Tiger football team, the baseball team, FCA leadership team, Dodgeball Club, and FBLA. Gabe is a member of Southside Baptist Church and an active member of their youth group. Our junior attendant is Kelsey Adams. Kelsey is the daughter of Bonnie and Brad Adams. She is a member of the National Honor Society, FFA, FCA, and SWAT team. Kelsey is the captain of the Lady Tiger soccer team. She is also a member of Fairview Baptist Church and participates in First Baptist Youth Group. Kelsey is being escorted tonight by Mr. Tripp Branch. Tripp is the son of Kelly and Ford Wayne Branch. He is a member of the Tiger football team and basketball team. Tripp serves as the junior class treasurer and is a member of FFA, SWAT team, FCA, and CUNA. He is a member of the First Baptist Church Youth Group and Lake Barkley CrossFit. The first of our 3 candidates for Queen tonight, senior attendant Miss Lucy Geyer Goffinet. She is the daughter of Aaron and Timmy Bashir and Brian and Melanie Goffinet. Lucy is a member of the Lady Tiger soccer team and basketball team. She is also a member of the Student Council, Gifted and Talented, Teen Court, SWAT team, FCA, Book Club, KYA, and National Honor Society. Lucy is a member of the Central Presbyterian Church Youth Group and involved with many community service activities. Lucy is escorted tonight by Mr. Aaron Ziobro. Aaron is the son of Tina and Rob Ziobro. He is a member of the Tiger football team, FFA, FCA, and National Honor Society. Aaron is a member of the First Baptist Church Youth Group of Princeton. Our second candidate for Queen tonight is senior attendant Kaylin Grimes. Kaylin is the daughter of Josh and Sherry Grimes. She is a member of FBLA, FCA, and is the manager for the football team. She is also a member of Princeton Church of Christ. Kaylin is escorted tonight by Mr. Derek Hollowell. Derek is the son of Erica Barber and Antonio Wharton. He is a member of the Tiger football team, Dodgeball Club, and FCA. He is also a member of Calvary Baptist Church in Princeton. Our third candidate for Queen tonight is senior attendant Miss Elena Grissom. Elena is the daughter of Gavin Grissom and Nicole Sexton. She is a manager for the football team, a member of HOSA and FCA. She is also a member of First Baptist Church in Princeton. Elena is escorted tonight by Mr. Max Ashley. Max is the son of Max Ashley. He is a member of the football team, FCA, and Dodgeball Club. The flower girl for tonight's ceremony is Miss Randy Bowes. Randy is the daughter of Suzanne Bowes and Austin Bowes. She is a kindergarten student in Miss Sarah Kukihiko's classroom. Randy is in the First Baptist Choir and dances at Rain Academy. She loves being a big sister to Reese, going to school, playing with her friends, singing and dancing. Escorting Randy is our crown bearer for tonight, Mr. Preston Miles Peak. Preston is the son of Sam Peak and Trent Peak. He is a kindergarten student in Miss Sarah Kukihiko's classroom. He attends Cedar Bluff Baptist Church and is involved in Youth Incorporated baseball and soccer. Preston enjoys all things outdoors, practicing ball, shooting his bow, and riding the Ranger. Crowning tonight's queen is Student Council President Miss Savannah Tays. Savannah is the daughter of Shannon and Kevin Tays. She is a member of the FBLA, FCA, Teen Court, National Honor Society, and the Lady Tiger volleyball team. Savannah is a member of First Baptist Church in Princeton. Savannah is being escorted by senior football player Mr. Ben Holt. Ben is the son of Amy and Sean Holt. He is a member of the National Honor Society, FBLA, FCA, Teen Court, and the Tiger football team. Ben is a member of Southside Baptist Church and an ambassador for Farmers Bank and Trust Company. Now for the moment that you've all been waiting for. The 2019 CCHS Football Homecoming Queen is Miss Kaylin Grimes.
And we are back on the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. Congratulations to Miss Kaylin Grimes, the 2019 Homecoming Queen. And congratulations to all those nominated tonight that participated in the Homecoming Court. Just about 18 minutes before we kick it off tonight, it's Caldwell County and Union County here at Tiger Stadium. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show brought to you by McGregor Group Heating and Air. They are here for all of your heating and air conditioning needs, including installations for new construction, replacements, repairs, and maintenance. They offer a high-quality product with highly qualified staff. McGregor Heating and Air wishes the Tigers a hot winning streak this year and hopes that they stay cool under pressure. Bob Hayes joining me back in the booth. Nikki Dunbar is on standby getting ready for his first game tonight, courtesy of the Optimist Club radio auction. And Bob, still a warm night here in September, as believe it or not, this marks halfway through the regular season for the Tigers.
Season is 50% complete, and it just seems like it began yesterday, Dennis. And right now we're having it really good because we can see down in the left side of this field. We can make out yard lines, and the field normally this time of night, you don't see too many. The sun is still out. The sun is a little overcast up here tonight, so. And a little cooler than maybe normal, but still a night with some high humidity and muggy conditions.
Yeah, we can probably expect some cramps coming up a little bit later in this ball game if the players aren't hydrated. Still a warm night here at Tiger Stadium. Quickly, Caldwell County comes in off a big win last week against an undefeated Crittenden County team. They've had the running clock going 6 minutes left in the second quarter, so complete domination by Caldwell County in that one. Union County comes in off a loss, a fairly close loss to Murray, 21-7, although they only trailed 7-0 at halftime. So defense may be what Union hangs their hat on tonight, but Caldwell County's offense was just clicking from the start last week. They were running plays. We talked about it on the way in tonight, maybe every 10, 12 seconds starting out that game against Crittenden County, was just in a good rhythm right out of the locker room.
Exactly, and the thing about Union County is, as we've noted, maybe for the first time tonight on the broadcast, that Union County lost their big rushing force, if you will, 2 weeks ago with a broken leg against McLean County, and that was Corinthian Seals Sportee. But Union County still is tough, and as Coach McGowan said on the pregame, they're tough, they're crafty, they're hard-nosed, they get after you, and they don't quit, as evidenced by the Murray game last week. Murray with probably one of the better teams in Western Kentucky, and the Murray quarterback throwing for over 300 yards against Union County last week, still could only put up 21 points in the game. So we know, and probably this hasn't changed much, that they still will be a rushing team tonight, Union County will. So as also noted in the coach's pregame show, we have to know where their backs are, where they're lined up, and be able to play our coverages and tackle when we have the opportunity.
Just about 15 minutes before we kick this one off, the crowd's kind of dispersed from the field with the homecoming activities to start out the night. Referees checking out the field. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll start breaking this one down a little bit more on offense for Caldwell County, and also get our first talk down on the sideline with Todd Griffin. All that coming your way in just a couple of minutes. So stay tuned. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show on Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
6 other tunes in the top 20. Country superstar Daryl Worley is coming to the Trigg County Country Ham Festival. This free show is Saturday night, October 12th at the Renaissance Stage downtown. Daryl's show will start around 6:30.
Kinda like you want to, nothing but a love thing. Awful beautiful ride. Have you forgot how it felt that day? I miss my friend. Sounds like life to me. It ain't no fantasy.
Kicking off Saturday evening's entertainment will be country sensation Aaron Goodman.
And we're all searching in bars and churches.
106.5 WKDZ will have live coverage of this year's festival beginning at 9 each morning on the 11th and the 12th. Daryl Worley in concert at this year's Trigg County Country Ham Festival.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got my hearing aids at Audubell.
As a psychiatrist, I had to listen to my patients very well. And Audubell gave me my ears back.
And they've really changed my life.
I've been wearing hearing aids for 50 years, and Audubell is by far the best hearing aid.
I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
Call Audubell for your free hearing test, 554-1900.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's.
Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
And welcome back to Tiger Stadium. It's Caldwell County, Union County tonight. 12 minutes before we kick this one off. Caldwell County 3-1 on the season. Union County at 2-2. Before Bob and I start breaking down the offense a little bit, not a lot of time tonight, Bob, because of the homecoming activities. And again, congratulations to Kaylin Grimes on that. We're going to take it down to the sideline for our first talk tonight with sideline reporter Todd Griffin.
Hey, thanks, Dennis. We're down here on the sideline. Gary Goodacre, Chris George with me. Hey, we're going to get the national anthem, though, before we start, so everybody hang on. Kaylin Grimes, the homecoming queen tonight. Tigers hosting Union County, and now the national anthem. County Band of Pride with the national anthem here at Tiger Stadium. About 10 minutes away from kickoff time. Caldwell County and Union County back with Chris George and Gary Goodacre on the pregame show. And Chris, welcome to Tiger Stadium.
Well, welcome. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Seems like my absence has been longer. 4 games. I don't think I've ever missed 4 games in a row.
No, and Gary and I have long streaks going tonight. Gary's streak is about 265 in a row. I think mine reaches 380 tonight. So, Chris, you got some ground to make up.
Well, yeah, I'm back at 1.
Gary, what kind of game are you looking for tonight?
If we start like we did against Crittenden, I think it'll be a similar game against Union. I think we're seeing a similar opponent. Their top running back, I believe, is out. I think that's going to hurt them because teams have been trying to run on us, but it hasn't worked very well. Our front seven's been efficient. We just don't need to make turnovers. If we keep control of the ball and do the normal things we do, nothing really fancy, I think we'll pull away and have a pretty good lead by halftime.
Seems to me like a big night for Russ Bashir, maybe. I think Union County defensively probably going to key on De'Eric Hollowell, who, I think we saw the importance of De'Eric last week when he went out of that Crittenden County game in the second half. I'm expecting Union County to really press the line of scrimmage tonight on defense, and maybe that will open some doors up for Russ to complete some passes on the edges and maybe break a few big plays in the passing game tonight.
I think what we need to do is get our wideouts more involved. In 2 weeks, we're looking at playing Mayfield, and we're going to need more than the running game. We're going to need an effective passing game. Barron Wells needs to get some action tonight from the receiving end of things. I know they've been working hard with him being our shutdown corner, but he's going to need some touches on offense as well. I think we're going to spread the ball around. This might be the good opportunity to work on our intermediate passing game.
Caldwell County High School has been around since 1954. Caldwell County looking for victory number 420 here tonight and a chance to improve to 4-1 on the season. Chris, what kind of score are you looking at tonight?
Well, Union always plays the Tigers tough. Just no matter where, when, Union is always going to put forth a good effort and just make Caldwell earn it. But I'm looking at 34-14.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. What, Gary?
35. Blake Favrette will not miss an extra point. 35-14.
Well, Chris was actually calling for 2 field goals, I'm pretty sure, but that's the way we sit down on the sideline. Guys, back up to you in the press box.
Appreciate that for the report down there, and I think Gary may be the president of the Blake Favrette fan club the way it sounds down there, but Blake playing a great game all season long. I don't think he's missed yet, Bob.
He's
on
perfect.
The extra point attempt, so
He's
great
perfect.
job by that kid.
Yes.
We're about 7, almost 8 minutes from kicking this one off. Teams, the Caldwell Tigers are in the tunnel. Still yet to see Union County come out onto the field. We'll take it back down to Todd in just a little bit for tonight's coin toss. Bob, Caldwell County comes in. The guys pointed out a couple of different players, and it's almost pick your poison. If you're Union County, you've got to try to stop one of the players. If you key on De'Eric Hollowell, they were right. Russ Bashir has got several receivers he can hit as Caldwell goes to the spread and really spread Union County out. If you try to guard against that some and play some man, you're really going to give De'Eric Hollowell a chance to shine like he did early and often last week against Crittenden County.
And you're right. Union County will have to pick their poison. And the other thing about Russ, not many people realize he's got a higher percentage right now than Shane Burns had and what Joby Jaggers. He's hitting over 70% of his passes against some pretty decent competition that he's faced. So he's no slouch back there when it goes back to throw the ball downfield, and that's what I think we began to see the opening of our passing game last week and what Gary refers to tonight, getting Barron Wells open and getting him into the flow of things. And with the rushing attack that we have, Logan Smiley has proven he's capable of rushing the football, improving dramatically from game 1 of this season. De'Eric just runs north and south, and that's, as a running backs coach, that's what you want to see, north and south.
Yeah, he's not shying away from the contact this year at all, doing a marvelous job with that. This is the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show brought to you by McGregor Group Heating and Air. They can take care of all of your heating and air conditioning needs with everything from installations for new construction to replacements, repairs, even maintenance, offering a high-quality product with a highly qualified staff. That's McGregor Heating and Air. They wish the Tigers great success this season. Tiger captains are on the sideline waiting to walk out for the coin toss. Just about a little over 5 minutes to go before we start this one. Bob, this will give us the time, if we can, to go ahead and have the prayer tonight, and I'll let you get your copy that we do week in and week out here on WPKY. I'll go ahead and start, and Bob, you can fall in whenever you get ready. Holy God, thank you for another Friday night. We ask that you protect each student that steps on the field tonight, and we also ask that you bless the efforts of each student in ways they never thought possible. In Jesus' name we pray.
And further, Lord, we ask that you to give continuing comfort to the Barnes family, courage and sportsmanship to the players, patience and understanding to the coaches, wisdom and knowledge to the game officials, and lastly, peace to us all. We ask these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Coin toss brought to you tonight by Travis Construction and Concrete. Travis Construction and Concrete for your construction and concrete needs, as well as driveways, porches, foundations, basement walls, decorative concrete, remodels, and more. Good luck, Tigers, and here's to building a successful year from Travis Construction and Concrete. Tigers are in midfield. Union County on the way for tonight's coin toss. Last week, Bob, first time that Caldwell County has lost a coin toss all season. For the coin toss, we're going to send it back down to the field with Todd Griffin.
All right, Dennis, thanks. The team captain's shaking hands right now at midfield, and we'll get the coin toss here in just a minute. Can give you an update from basketball today. The British Basketball League, Eli Pepper had 17 points and 6 rebounds in a win.
We'll call you guys blue all night long. We'll call you guys white, okay? Anytime during the ball game, if I holler for a Captain Blue, you guys come get in my face. If I holler for a Captain White, you guys come to me. Usually that's if we've got a penalty or something. I need to explain to you what's going on so you can ask your coach what he wants to do, okay? Don't try to make me remember what your numbers are, because I'm not going to remember it. All right, sportsmanship. You know what the sportsmanship card says, right? Yes, sir. All right, here's my version. Blue team will not talk to the white team for no reason whatsoever. I don't care if it's your cousin. You will not talk to the blue team tonight for no reason. You talk to your players and your coaches and the officials. You talk to your players, coaches, and officials, okay? If you got any questions, come to us and ask us. I expect you guys as the captains to take care of your team. If I come to you 75 and say 52 is running his mouth or whatever, I'm going to expect you to take care of that, okay? The second time I come to you, it's going to be with a 15-yard penalty. These young men right here are not going to like that, so I'm going to expect y'all to take care of that, all right? All right, flipping coin, National Federation of High School Sports. That makes that heads. It says tails right there. You're the visiting team. Call it. I'm going to flip it. If I drop it, we'll do it again. Call it. Heads. It is heads. There's tails. You've won the toss. You know what your options are? Take the ball. You guys know which way you're going to kick? Away from the scoreboard. If you'll get over there and face the scoreboard, gentleman, blue over here. White.
Union County has won the toss tonight, and they will take the football. Caldwell County will be kicking toward the Tiger here tonight at Tiger Stadium. Back up to Dennis and Bob.
Thank you, Todd, for that. 2.5 before we kick this one off. That's been the McGregor Group Heating and Air pregame show. We're going to take a 30-second break and be back with kickoff here as the Tigers take on the Braves from Tiger Stadium on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
It's not too late to lease a residential, commercial, or agricultural propane tank, so you'll be prepared for this winter. Give Fortner Gas in Princeton a call today to get on their schedule now while prices are still low. If you are an existing Fortner Gas customer and refer a friend for a new tank installation, you'll receive 50 gallons of propane for free. Fortner LP Gas Company in Princeton, a locally owned family business since 1951.
You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton. The time for talk is over. It's game time. Caldwell County football lives on WPKY. Let's check in with the WPKY sports crew live at the stadium.
Good evening, everyone, from Tiger Stadium. The Tigers come out on the field ready to take on the Union County Braves. Dennis Stevens, Bob Hayes, John Miller in the booth, Todd Griffin on the sideline, and joining us tonight, courtesy of the Optimus Club radio auction back in March or April, is Nicky Dunbar, who won the auction to do a game with us. So tonight's his opportunity. Nicky, I welcome you to the broadcast tonight.
Dennis, glad to be here. I've been looking forward to this, and we've been together and friends for a long, long time. So I think with you and Bob and I, it's going to be a good night. So
we're going to have a lot of fun up here. So you just enjoy yourself, and we appreciate what you did to help the Optimus Club and the things they do for the youth of Caldwell County with the Optimus Club auction that we had back in the spring. Kickoff tonight's going to be brought to you by Purcell Tire. Let's kick off the school year right with a free vehicle checkup from Purcell Tire. Trust us to keep your vehicle running great so you'll never be late for school or work. Purcell Tire. It's at Highway 62 West in Princeton. You can also contact them at www.purcelltire.com. Caldwell County breaks the huddle, and they'll go out on the field. Blake Viverette will take care of the kicking duties tonight, as usual for the Tigers. And the kid's having a fantastic season, especially with extra points. Kickoffs have been getting a little bit longer, Nikki. You can tell the work he's putting into this.
Dennis, it's been a warm start for the whole team. You thought that we might be down a little bit this year because we lost so many seniors last year, but with the way things went, and with the loss of Coach Barnes and whatnot, these kids are playing inspired and they're talented. They've got a talented bunch of kids out here, and you can't ask for them to be playing any better than what they have this year.
And something that's dear to your heart, you spent a lot of time down with the band. I thought they did a good job tonight with the national anthem. They're in full uniform tonight, getting ready for marching season. So we'll hear more from them at halftime as we gather up the stats and do the poly-eye stats during our halftime show. Teams heading out to the field. Big homecoming night crowd here at Tiger Stadium. Union County with a good-sized crowd across the way. Viverette's going to set it up at the 40 as we get set to get this one underway. Quick injury report from Dr. Mike Littlejohn. Mike Littlejohn is your one-stop shop for all your sports medical needs. Derek Hollowell, a little bit maybe close to dehydrated last week. He got to him in the second half. So tonight he's at full strength, the only Tiger player we had to mention in the injury report, brought to you by Mike Littlejohn. Kickoff by Viverette, angles it to the right side, fielded at the 12-yard line. Union County back across the 20, 25, and down across the 30-yard line. And I think they're going to mark him back at the 30-yard line. So the nose of the ball right on the 30 as we are underway here at Tiger Stadium. Caldwell 3-1 on the season. The Braves at 2-2. Nikki, we talked a little in the pregame show. Hard to believe this is the halfway point already of the regular season.
Yeah, and it's still, 90-degree temperature here at the end of September. It's unbelievable.
No real fall temperatures right now at all.
A little overcast tonight. Could use a good rain, but maybe that won't happen until after this football game's over with. So
let's see who Union will take to quarterback. Ben Shreve and Solomon Tehan will both see some time back there. And a whistle blows. Now the referees say we can start this one. Shreve's going to start out at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun. Two receivers to his right. Quick toss to the right. Complete at the 30. Gets by a tackler across the 40. Another miss, and he's all the way up near midfield. Finally brought down right at the 50. Caldwell County had him in the sights right there at the 30. He shook one tackle, and it's a 20-yard pickup on first down for Union County, all the way out to the 50-yard line. They're going to go split backfield on this one. Two receivers to the right for Shreve. Handoff knocked or broken up in the backfield. Shreve had to keep it. Caldwell County into the backfield quickly on that one. That was number 63 for Caldwell County, Devin Kilgore, that caused the trouble in the backfield. Loss of 2 on the play. It's all the way back to the 48-yard line. So second down and 12 for the Braves coming up. Great job by Kilgore, Nikki.
You hear that name, Kilgore and Shaheen, a whole lot back there. Dennis, they're in that backfield as much as they can be. So
second down and 12. Coach McGowan said you'd probably never see a trip set for the Braves as they were trying to throw everything at Caldwell early. Shreve with some company in the backfield and goes down at the 41-yard line. 63, Devin Kilgore. Devin must want one of those plaques tonight because he's trying to put himself in the running quick for lineman of the game.
They come out throwing. That's very unusual for this Union County team up there. Most of them more of a running team, right?
Yeah, we were looking for a lot of the run, except their best back broke a leg a couple of games ago. He was over 500 yards through 2 games, but broke his leg, didn't play last week against Murray. So third down and long, third down and 17 for the Braves. They'll go 2 receivers each side. Shreves controls the high snap, looks down the field, heaves, and this one's picked off at the 25-yard line. Bashir still on his feet across the 35, goes down at the 37. So kind of like a pitcher picking up a big hit in baseball, helping himself out. Russ Bashir helps himself out as he'll stay on the field and bring his offense out after the interception.
That's bound to happen when you just sling one that deep like that, and you've got 3 or 4 defensive players around the side of it looking at the ball too. So,
yeah, Shreve just kind of threw that one up into a lot of traffic, and Bashir playing center field easily picked that one off. Caldwell comes out, their first time on offense. Bashir pitches to Hollowell. Hollowell's pulled down from behind. He'll lose about 2 on the play. Kind of a little option run by Caldwell. Didn't fool Union County. It's going to be a loss all the way back to the 34-yard line, so a loss of 4 on the play. Second down and 14 as Caldwell County is going to send a trip set to the right. Hollowell to the right shoulder of Bashir. Union County showing pressure. Handoff to Hollowell up the middle. He's going to be hit and knocked down near the line of scrimmage. So no gain for Hollowell on the play. It's going to be third down and 14 now for Caldwell County. With the injuries, Nikki, this is probably the stronger side of the ball for Union County. We'll see what Caldwell does. Packed in, trip set to the right. Hollowell on the right side. Bashir over the middle, complete at the 45, fighting his way across midfield. Looks like Van Hoosier. 32, Van Hoosier on the reception. They had him hit Nicky before the first down marker. He just fought through it, picked up about 7 yards after the catch.
Went ahead and got the rest and got the first down and picked up what they'd lost too, so that was good there.
And that is a first down for Caldwell County. Bashir keeps it, comes around the right side. He's going to get pulled down from the back. Looks like he's going to lose about a yard on the play.
They're really keen on this run, Dennis. I don't know, we'll have to see if we end up going to the air and opting going that way and trying to get a touchdown here maybe.
I think it's Wells to the far side by himself. Trip set to the near side. Bashir takes it, quick hit to the near side. Trip branch complete at the 50, finds a seam down the sideline near the 30-yard line. Down to the 31-yard line. And that'll be enough for a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. Lake Barkley CrossFit says you can never be too healthy, too strong, or in too good a shape. First down, Caldwell County at the Union 31. Handoff to Hollowell, bounces over to the left. He's got some room, left side, finds the sideline, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Derek Hollowell wanted to take it into the left side of the line. That was closed up, bounced it out, and took it untouched to the end zone. So Hollowell picks up where he left off last week at Crittenden County, puts the Tigers on the board with 7:49 to go in the first quarter. Vibrett in for the extra point. Smiley with the hold. Kick is up. And Vibrett still perfect on the season. It's good. Taco John's extra point by Blake Viverette with 7:49 to play in the first quarter. It's Caldwell County 7, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKYOnline.com.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Treasures Remembered, Wallace Toy, Josh Ray, Woodman Life, Armory Gun Shop, Black Patch Grill, Jeff Russo, Attorney at Law, Pet Grooming by David Rogers, Taco John's, The Joint Barbecue, and by Community Medical Clinic. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYOnline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
If you wasn't on the radio, you communicate back to that,
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. 7:49 to go in the first. Tigers on the board on a big run by De'Eric Hollowell. And Nikki, your fan club's already building. Good evening, Dwight Meeks. Thank you for listening tonight. We appreciate the compliments as always.
I never would have ever thought I'd have got a good compliment from Dwight Meeks like that, that's for sure.
So Viverette has it set up at the 40. Quick drive by Caldwell County. Nikki, last week Caldwell County had the running clock going, still 6 minutes in the second quarter. Good start for them tonight. Kick is up, received at the 13-yard line. Coverage by Caldwell County a little bit better this time as Union only brings it back to the 25-yard line. The Braves will come out for their second possession of the night. We'll see if they change quarterbacks or keep Shreve in there. Shreve handled the duties on the first possession. Looks like number 15's out there, Bob. I think that's Solomon Tehan. And Nikki, if I call you Bob several times tonight, this is only our 5th year together, so that'll be an honest mistake.
Hey, I wouldn't be called anybody any better, I'm telling you so.
Looks like Shreve's going to stay at quarterback. Tehan will split out as one of 2 receivers to the left. Single receiver set to the right, split backfield for Shreve. High snap over his head, all the way back at the 10, inside the 10. And it's going to be Union County Shreve able to cover it. But Shreve could have been 8 feet tall on that one, Nikki, and not got to that snap.
That would have been good setup there to cover that one. They had to put it in pretty quick, I'd say. But
So the loss is going to take it back inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second and 26 coming up. You'll notice, Nikki, I'm not a math scholar. I kind of leave some of that up to Frankie and then kind of pick up on it for him. Shreve with the snap, quick hit, incomplete at the 7-yard line. Union County with a lot more throws offensively than we really expected. Thought they'd be on the ground quite a bit, but it's going to be tough for them to hang with Caldwell if they don't put some points up, because Caldwell County can strike quick and strike often.
they've dug themselves a hole here right now, too. They're trying to work out of it. It's going to be pretty tough to get out of there. So.
Yeah, they are all the way back at their own 9-yard line. Shreve in the shotgun. Back to his goal line. Tries to run it out. He's going to be sacked inside the 5. See if I can pick the number up on that one. I think it's Shaheen.
Shaheen, yeah.
Elijah Shaheen. He says, wait a minute, Kilgore. I want to be in the running for that C3 lineman of the war tonight. So Shaheen with the big sack pins Union County back to their 4-yard line. They'll bring the punt team in, and he'll make contact with this about midway in the end zone. Caldwell has Wells back at the Union County 35-yard line. So worst case scenario for Caldwell, they should get great field position to start the drive. We'll see if we can get somebody to this one. Rush is on. Kick is away. Pretty good kick. Bounces at the 32, takes a Union bounce. It's going to roll all the way out to the 45-yard line, where Caldwell County will take over at the Union 45. Nick, we watched him a little bit in the pregame. He's got a strong leg, both off the tee as he was doing some field goals and punting practice. He was picking up 30, maybe 40 yards on most of the punts.
Right, he's got a good leg, that's for sure. You got to credit Shaheen about putting them back in there where they were at to that one there. That boy's going to be a good ball player by the time he gets to be a senior. He already is good.
Caldwell County sends a trip set to the left for Bashir. Hollowell in the backfield. 1st and 10 Tigers from the Union 45. Quick hit over to the far side, complete to Logan Smiley. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. I don't think they'll give him any loss of it. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Bashir to Smiley on the completion. Caldwell runs a lot of wide receiver screens. Nicky, that one didn't get the blocking out front for Logan. This time it goes to Wells. He's going to try to get around the right side, gets around the corner, hit at the 40 and driven out of bounds. I think they're just going to give him to the 40, pick up a 5 on the completion to Barron Wells. That's a kid, if you let get a step on you, you're not going to catch him.
Yeah, he's fast.
3rd down and 5 for the Tigers as Smiley comes off the field. 5:30 left in the first quarter. Tigers leading this one early, 7-0. Big homecoming crowd here tonight. We'll recap all the homecoming activities at halftime. Player in motion is Wells. Wells takes a handoff, hitting the backfield. shakes it, turns upfield, gets across the 35 for a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down at the 34-yard line. Put him in a running for a quick cut.
That was sheer all him, too. He got that gain, that first down on his own.
This time complete to Van Hoosier. Flag comes down, first flag of the night as Van Hoosier's wrestled out of bounds at the 28-yard line, but a flag back at the 35. Illegal block against the Tigers is going to nullify that completion. So first penalty on the night against Caldwell County. We'll see where the spot ends up on this one. And it's going to put Caldwell County all the way back where they started this drive at the 45-yard line. First down and 20. First and 21 for Caldwell. Hand off to Smiley, finds a hole up the middle, fights his way up to the 40-yard line. Smiley's a kid, Nikki, that's getting a little bit more week in and week out offensively, getting a few more touches, a few more passes his way. Really responding. 2 receivers set each side for Bashir. Russ drops back, looks around, nobody open. Now he's going to lob one, complete to Smiley at the 30, brought down at the 27-yard line. Good job by Smiley to get open as Bashir was having trouble to find anyone to throw it to. A lot of touch by Russ Bashir on that one too, Nikki, to lob that ball perfectly into Logan Smiley's hands. Trip set to the far side, third down. Hollowell shakes a couple of tacklers, pushes the pile down to about the 23-yard line. Should be enough for a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down.
Dennis, all these kids are really showing a lot of improvement as the season goes along, which they should, but they're getting really, really better every game. So.
Yeah, I like the way Hollowell's running this season, too. He's not dodging any contact. He's lowering the shoulder pads and keeping his head up, but going in hard. Bashir thought about the pass, keeps it himself, gets across the 15, picking his way all the way down to the 10. Ducking and dodging all the way down to the 10-yard line. Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. Caldwell County knocking on the door. First and goal from the 10. Bashir is going to keep it himself, try to get across the outside, turns it back in, picks up about 2 on the play. Bashir was really trying to set the blocking up on the right side to try to get around that end. Union County turned it back in, 2-yard pickup down to the 8 where it's second and goal. Tripp set to the left. Tripp Branch, the lone receiver, to the right. Still 20 seconds on the play clock. And Nikki, I've gone all year so far without calling it a shot clock, so that's another victory. Bashir with the snap. Hands it off to Hollowell. Barrels his way all the way down to the 1. Well, they're going to stop him at the 2. You talk about some hard-nosed running, Nikki.
If he hadn't stood him up, he'd have been in there that time, Dennis.
He had a head of steam going when he got through that line. Caldwell looking to punch it in on 3rd and 2. They'll bring in the heavy backfield. Travion Samuel, Tate Van Hoosier in the backfield. Bashir on the keeper, into the pile, and touchdown Tigers, 2-yard run. Russ Bashir. That was just, I'm going to line up this way, see if you can stop it.
Exactly.
Not a lot of mystery in what Caldwell County was going to do on that play. Bashir went in behind the big blocking. And Caldwell County with their second score in as many drives tonight. Viverette in for the Taco John's extra point. Looked like Union jumped on that one. We'll see if Caldwell drew them off.
I'd say that one's going to be counted good.
Offsides against Union. They stopped the play before, they blew the whistle before Viverette had a chance to kick.
Looks like they're
So
going to
we'll
make
see
them
where
re-kick
this
it.
is enforced. What's better than a taco, Nikki? A bunch of tacos. Try a 6-pack in a pound. Crispy beef or soft shell tacos and a pound of Olays. Great way to split a meal or keep it all to yourself. You can get that at Taco John's of Princeton, your perfect game day meal. You're going to kick this one again. Smiley with the hold. And again, Union County comes across. I don't know if this is their way of trying to ice Viverette, but it's not going to work. Offsides against Union.
Yeah, that wasn't just a touch and tried to jump back. He come all the way around the end on that one. So.
Yeah, they're trying to time it. Play clock was down to about 7 when they jumped, but still plenty of time for the Tigers. So third time's going to be a charm, hopefully here for Blake Viverette. As he tries to tack on this Taco John's extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. So with 2:30 left in the first quarter, it's Caldwell County 14, Union County nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Health First Community Health Center, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Josh Cook Modern Woodman, K.E.'s Kitchen, Kentucky Homes Realty, Fraternal Financial, Penny Ryle District Health Department, Raider Auction Company, The Joshua Tree, and by Penny Ryle Home Medical. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
Back to Tiger Stadium. This quarter is brought to you by Cozy Living. Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique has been under the ownership and management of Pam and Hab Haberlock for the past 3 years. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and more. That's Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Everything a home should be. Great start by the Tigers, Nikki. 2 possessions, 2 scores. And we still have 2.5 to go in the first quarter as Viverette approaches. Kick is up. This one good down the middle. It's going to drive Union County all the way back to the 5-yard line. Union takes it back up across the 15 and tackled before the 20. So each time getting a little bit better for that Tiger kick coverage. They've gone from the 35 to the 20, and this time inside the 20 at the 18-yard line where Union County will take over.
Like he gets a stronger leg every week. Dennis is just.
Kid's really improved from last season. And a great soccer player, too. I mean, he's got to be one of the leading scorers, if not the leading scorer for the Tigers men's team.
A whole lot of years here lately that we've got all of our kickers mainly from soccer, you know.
Yep.
So and you see that trend changing a little bit from just a straight kicker like we used to have.
Timeout on the field. I want to remind you, if I can find it here. Well, I'll keep looking for it. Timeouts I know are brought to you by Rousseau Law. Rousseau Law is located in downtown Princeton, ready to serve all of your legal needs. I don't know why I was really looking for this, because Jeff has helped us bring Tiger Sports on WPKY all the way through last basketball season. And we appreciate Jeff and all he does here on the radio station to help bring us Tiger football and basketball when that time's coming. And like we said, halfway through the regular season, it's not going to be far from basketball season before you know it.
Yeah, it just seemed like it just flies. When my girls found out I was going to be on the radio tonight, the first thing they said is, "Dad, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me." So I'm trying not to do that. I look down in the stands here every once in a while. I don't know if they're listening or not, but if they haven't shut me off or cut me down yet anyway. So.
Well, we still got 3 quarters for you to do that, so we'll see what we can do. A lot of folks here have been bringing radios to the game, Nikki. We talked about that a little bit earlier tonight, and we appreciate the support that this community has given WPKY.
They might not listen anymore after tonight, though. I mean,
I'm sure they will. 2:21 left to go in the first. As Union County looks like they're going to keep Shreve in the backfield at quarterback. Hands off and stopped. Looked like for maybe a loss, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but it looked like Caldwell got him for about a yard loss. 2nd and 11 now coming up for the Braves. Caldwell County doing a great job tonight getting off the ball. We mentioned Kilgore and Shaheen. You're going to mention those 2 kids quite a bit in the course of the game. Ben Holt's been playing out of his mind this year too, leading tackler for the Tigers. Of course, Bashir already with an interception tonight playing safety. Shreve this time throws it too low, looking for Tihan, the other quarterback that they used. Coverage over there with Van Hoosier and with Max Ashley. So Union County goes back to the huddle. Incompletion stops the clock with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. We'll have all the first half stats on the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way. Hope you'll stay tuned for that. After tonight, Nikki, just 2 more home games on the Tiger schedule for the season. One of those a big one in 2 weeks against Mayfield. Shreve takes a snap, wanted a handoff, broken play. He's going to have to keep it himself. Tries to shovel pass it. It's incomplete. Shreve had a split backfield, tried to hand off to the left back. Nobody took the ball, so he had to get out of dodge.
Van Hooser almost had that one, too. It was very close to where he...
Yeah, dangerous play trying to save the loss. Flag on the play. Maybe intentional grounding. I don't know, and it is. They're going to call that intentional grounding. Apparently didn't get outside the blocks. Going to get outside the tackles on that. He did not do it when he tried to shovel pass it. So the penalty declined. 4th down now for Union County. So the punt team back out for the Braves.
That was a broken play from the start. He was just trying to make things happen.
The way this line is coming off the ball on defense for Caldwell County, that's the last thing Union County can afford is some broken plays. Wells back near the 50. The kid's got a leg. We'll see if he can get to it. Big high kick's going to be fielded at the 48-yard line. Fair catch called for by Barron Wells. And we'll check that number. I'm not sure if that was Wells. I'm sorry. May have been Riley Orange on the catch back there. Either way, Caldwell County takes over at midfield with about 1.5 minutes left here in the first. Trip set to the right. Bashir has Hollowell in the backfield. Bashir's going to roll right, looks down the field, turns it up, is going to keep it across the 50, down to the 45, looked like a face mask, down to the 40. No flags on the play. Nicky, you can kind of see his head snap around there just a little bit.
Well, he had Van Hooser wide open in the middle of the field there, and he was begging for that ball too. So
down to the 39 for a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down. Split backfield this time for Caldwell County. Hollowell and Logan Smiley in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, that being Branch. Bashir drops back, looks up the field, finds some room, gets a hole, flag comes in. Bashir pulled down from the back at the 34-yard line. Like that, the 35 is where they'll spot it. Flag on the play, though. Usually in the area of a hold, and it's going to be a hold against the Tigers. That one came in early in the play, so that'll take Caldwell County back. Just under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Caldwell County has scored on both their possessions so far in the quarter. Trying to make it 3 for 3. Ball spotted all the way back to the 50. First down and 21 for Caldwell County. Tripp set this time to the left. Tripp Branch by himself near side. Hollowell fakes the handoff. Quick throw to the far side to Smiley. Smiley gets tackled at the 41-yard line. So a pickup of 9 on the play. Should make it 2nd down and 12 for Caldwell County. 2 receivers set each side for the Tigers as we are under half a minute left in the first. Bashir rolls right, looks down the field, throws behind Van Hoosier, incomplete. 3rd down and 12 coming up now for the Tigers. Bob will have all the first half stats coming up, the Poly-Eyes stats of the game at halftime, so stay tuned for that. Speaking of Poly-Eyes, great pregame meal tonight by Dynamite and the crew there at Poly-Eyes. We appreciate those guys being a part of Tiger football. Bashir drops back quickly over the middle, complete to Van Hoosier, all the way down to the 27-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Good hands by Tate Van Hoosier on the strike from Bashir. Caldwell back to the line. 2 receivers each side. Hand off to Hollowell. Quick cut up the middle across 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, De'Eric Hollowell.
1 second left on the clock. You knew you could score quick.
And we may be able to give him the quick cut of the game right now because he wanted to take that one outside. Saw a hole open up right in the middle. And about 6 seconds later, it's Caldwell's 3rd score in as many trips. Snap is back, extra point up, and good. So with 1 second left on the clock, Caldwell County already 21-0 over Union County here in the first. We'll take 30 seconds and be right back. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Treasures Remembered, Wallace Toy, Josh Ray, Woodman Life, Armory Gun Shop, Black Patch Grill, Jeff Russo, Attorney at Law, Pet Grooming by David Rogers, Taco John's, The Joint Barbecue, and by Community Medical Clinic. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
Back to Tiger Stadium as Caldwell gets set to kick this one away, up 21-0. Nikki, one of the things we give out is a quick cut of the game brought to you by Big Boys Barbershop. And that one by Hollowell was great. He wanted to come to the near sideline, saw a hole, one cut right up the middle, untouched. And it's his 2nd touchdown of the night, 21-0 Caldwell County.
It just goes to show you, Dennis, how much that he has grown from last year and been able to see that field, and his peripheral vision is so much better than what it was too. So he's that quick cut like that, he's able to see and go on. So
this play will end the first quarter as Viverette comes up to the ball, puts it in play down the middle, little shorter, 15-yard line is the field. He's found a hole across the 35, 40, goes up, Viverette slows him down. Wells misses a tackle at the 40. Wells chases him back down, doesn't give up on the play, but it's Union County all the way down to the Tiger 13-yard line on the return. Flags in the backfield back here at the 32, it looks like. So before we go to a break at the end of the quarter, we'll see what the flag is. Big run. Wide open hole opened up, and it may be partly due to the flag. We'll see.
I think it's against Union County.
Yeah, an illegal block in the back by Union County will bring this one well back. Looks like it's the spot of the foul is going to be the 32. We'll take a break and be right back with the second quarter action. We'll see where the spot's going to be. This is Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
Right now, come into KFC and get a free chocolate cake with a 10-piece meal. It's free. It's free chocolate cake. How else can I say it? It's a whole chocolate cake that you don't pay any additional money for. See, that's the arrangement. I don't know how else to explain this. You buy a 10-piece bucket meal. I slide an actual chocolate cake made of real actual cake across the counter. You take it, and we both go our merry ways. So come on down to KFC. Get your free cake today. It's finger licking good. Offer excludes 12-piece tender's meal, limited time only, participating locations.
Some of the best times are on the lake, eating your favorite foods, sipping on a drink, and listening to live music. The summer concert series at Eddy Creek Marina Resort is open for business, and there's plenty of room for you. Live bands every Saturday night, weekly specials at Echo Charlie's Restaurant, which is open from breakfast till dinner. Some of the faves are homemade crab cakes, Bubba's Key West salt rings, and the hand-patted Barkley Burger, pontoon rentals, cabins, and more to enjoy at Eddy Creek Marina and Echo Charlie's this summer.
Time to make your picks in the YourSportsEdge.com Friday Night Pickup, presented by Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Go to YourSportsEdge.com to make your picks today.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium as we get set for second quarter action. In that first quarter, Nicky De'Eric Hollowell, 6 carries, 67 yards, and Bashir 7 out of 8 through the air.
Not bad, not bad.
Pretty good start tonight. This penalty is going to take it all the way back to the 21 for Union County, after they had the ball on the return all the way down inside the Tiger 15. Union under center, that's Shreve. Tries to take it across the left side of the line, not much there. They'll spot this one at about the 23. Shaheen on the tackle for Caldwell County. Second quarter is going to be brought to you by our friends at Cozy Living Interiors and Boutiques next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Under the ownership of Pam and Hab Haberlock for 3 years now. Everything a home should be, that's Cozy Living Interiors and Boutique. Shreve under center this time is going to roll right. He's got some company, throws incomplete and almost picked off. Max Kramer had a beat on that one as it went off the receiver's fingertips. 3rd down and 7 now coming up for the Braves. Caldwell County in that first half, Nicky, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Kind of the same script they were putting on Crittenden County just 7 days ago.
I was just fixing to say they haven't missed a beat and started back where they were at. Maybe not as quick, but pretty doggone close, Dennis.
Defense doing a spectacular job on the field, too. Devin Kilgore was a headache for Shreve early tonight. There's part of your fan club down there, Nicky. High snap to Shreve. Shreve slings it, incomplete. We'll see if Kramer got to this one, and he says it is caught. Interception, Caldwell County. That's Max Kramer. Great reaction on another tipped pass. Kramer able to come up with it at the Brave 30-yard line, so Caldwell County's offense back in business. Interception comes less than a minute into the second quarter. As Russ Bashir will bring his crew out. Those just tuning in tonight, Nicky Dunbar in the booth with us as he won an Optimus Club radio auction bid to host a ball game, either basketball or football. So if you think Bob is sounding a little bit off-key tonight, that's our friend Nicky Dunbar. Timeout on the field for Union County. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout and be back. You can follow all the coverage for Caldwell County sports on YourSportsEdge.com.
Hey guys, it's Brittany McGregor with Farmers Bank, and I want to fill you in on some things that you may not know about. Our drive-thru at our main office is open at 7:30 until 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday we're open till 6. We're always looking for ways to be more convenient for you, so if you're unable to catch us during our normal hours, don't worry. At our Highway 62 and Edible branches, you can make your deposits at the ATM and have access to your funds immediately. Stop by and see us at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. Deposits may not be available for immediate credit.
And back to Tiger Stadium as the offense comes out onto the field after the Max Kramer interception. Caldwell County will take over at the Brave 30-yard line. Nicky, for a Tiger fan, you couldn't script this one much better tonight.
For the most part, Dennis, it looks like that they've really watched the game films real well, and they're keying on pretty much everything that they're doing. Unless Union County goes in at halftime, makes some big adjustments, it could be a long game for those guys. So
that would be some really big adjustments. I would imagine if they were to come back on this, as Caldwell County playing some of their best football in the past 2-game stretch that I've seen them play in a while. Hit from behind and brought down is going to be Bashir. Hit from the blind side. He's going to be down after a 5-yard loss. Usually Russ likes to roll a little bit that way when he's in that position. This time brought down. Fortunately, didn't fumble on the play as he didn't see the coverage coming. Bashir's going to keep it himself, try to get around the left side, hit at the 35, fights, pushes the pile all the way up, still going. And finally blown dead at about the 30. They may give him to the 29. We'll see where they'll spot this one. No, it's going to be back at the 30, the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Near side is Smiley and Wells. Hollowell in the backfield. Union County just a split second of jumping off sides several times tonight. They've been called twice. Low snap, Bashir picks it up. He's got some pressure in the backfield, scrambles. Back at the 40, throws. Down, they're going to say complete. Great catch by Van Hoosier. It's going to be a little short of the 1st down to the 22-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 2 for the Tigers. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Bashir has a double tight end set. Looks like Russ is going to keep it himself. Tries to get outside. He's going to be hit and stopped. Well short of a 1st down. So turnover on downs. We'll give it back to Union County. Union County does have some pretty good size on that defensive line. They held up on that one. First time Caldwell hasn't scored on a possession. Union County takes back over at their own 23-yard line with 9:22 left to go in the 1st half.
I would have done the same thing there, Dennis. I'd have went for it too. I think if I was Coach Barnes or and then just because rely on our defense to do what it's doing, and it's playing real well right now. So
yeah, especially that field position. You're right, Nikki. You're not. That's going to be a really long field goal, and a punt's not going to do you much good. Pass is complete by Union out to the 30-yard line. Nice open field tackle by Barron Wells. Just shy of the 30, but close enough. We'll spot it at the 30. Pick up a 7 on the play. Second down and short coming up for the Braves as they try to get something going offensively tonight against this stout Tiger defense. Shreve goes to the far side, complete at the 30, gets across the 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Max Ashley on the stop, but it is a 1st down for Union County. And Nikki, really, if there's anything negative that any of the coaches could find tonight, there's been a couple of times where Caldwell really didn't wrap a player up. They kind of grabbed at him. The player was able to get away and get some yardage, but other than that, just a near perfect 1st half for the Tigers. Split backfield. Handoff goes number 14, finds a hole, got some open field across midfield, brought down at the Tiger 44-yard line. Another 1st down, back-to-back 1st downs for Union County. First time tonight the Braves have really moved the ball any at all. And they'll have 1st and 10 with 8:23 to go in the 1st half. Shreve still in at quarterback. Tehan split out. Shreve gets pressure in the backfield and brought down for the loss. I think that's Ben Holt on the sack all the way back to the 48-yard line. That's a player we knew something was coming from tonight. There it was, Holt with the sack.
Back there quick, Dennis, very quick.
I think he got really hungry last year when he got hurt late in the season, couldn't play. And this year he's just been unstoppable, leading the team in tackles so far this year. Snap is back. Downfield, incomplete to number 17 for Union County. I think he looked upfield before he caught the ball on that one. We have 17 on the starter roster, but I think that's what he did. He just didn't look that ball into his hands. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 15 now for Union County. We'll have coverage of the band also coming up at halftime as they are in full uniform, set for marching season. You remember those days, don't you, Nikki?
A lot of days.
As I do, too.
A lot of days, Dennis.
Whistle on the play, flag comes out before this one gets underway.
But can't complain. They were good times, Dennis.
They were.
We worked with a lot of good people and a lot of years, but good people.
Illegal procedure against the Braves will back them up 5 yards. Yeah, my oldest son was in band, did a great job with that, and a lot of fun times.
Both our girls were in there, and we had it for 12 years. And we put a lot of miles on that gator every Friday night and Saturday, that's for sure. So, but it was fun. It was fun.
So we'll picture those kids at halftime because they put a lot of work in what they do, and we want to give them a spotlight, and that'll be coming your way on the Little Caesars halftime report. Penalty moves Union County back 5 yards, 3rd and 20 now for the Braves. Shreve takes a high snap, looks down the field. He's going to try to run, shovel pass, incomplete. I think he'd been better off to go ahead and keep that one and run. He had a little slot that he could have gone up the field and at least picked up positive yardage. Instead, tried to go to Tihan on the shovel pass, incomplete. 4th and 20 for Union County.
It's the second time he's tried that, and it's not worked either time. But like I said, I'm like you. If he'd have run ahead and ran that ball, he would have picked up a few yards anyway.
Yeah, I think 5, 6, 7 yards before anybody closed in on him. Middle of the field was fairly open. Wells will drop back to his own 20-yard line. As Union County will kick this one away. Low line drive kick angling towards the sideline. Not his best effort, maybe a little off the side of the foot. And this one's going to go out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 26 is where they're going to spot it, I'm sorry. Where Caldwell County will come out 1st and 10. 7:17 to go in the first half. Caldwell has scored tonight on 3 out of its 4 possessions. They'll take over here with 2 receivers each side in a compact set. Handoff goes to Hollowell. He's going to try to get outside. Across the 25, 30, turns up the field, 35. Got some room down the sideline, 50, 41 to beat. Steps out of bounds. Union County had one player that could get to him, and he did, but not until Hollowell got all the way down to the Brave 25-yard line.
Then with that speed, he ran off and left all his blockers. He only had one man to beat.
That kid had such a good angle, it was going to be hard for him to get by, but a great run by Hollowell. So he's going to move to the receiver on the near side. Handoff is going to go to Wells. He's going to try to get around the right side. Running a little bit backwards, got to turn it back up the field. He's going to be thrown for a loss back near the 30-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is, but he's going to have a loss back to the 29-yard line, so a loss of 4 on the play. We're going to say 3 on the play, so 2nd and 13 for the Tigers as Bashir has Hollowell back in the backfield. Fakes it, rolls to his left, looks down the field, throws against the body, incomplete, looking for Smiley. I think he just got rid of that one, Nicky.
I think so too. But they have been running pretty good balanced attack, and I've run in to pass both. I mean, at first the run wasn't working as well as what it normally does, but then Hollowell got keyed up, and he's been running ever since.
Hollowell's going to be close to 100 yards by halftime if he's not there yet after that last big run. But Bob will have all those stats, the polyized stats of the first half coming your way at halftime. 3rd down and 13 now for the Tigers. Bashir drops straight back, looks down the field, complete to Smiley at the 20, at the 14. Smiley breaks a tackle, gets in, touchdown Tigers. Smiley caught that ball about the 14-yard line, had one tackler to beat, absorbed the contact, bounced off of it, and took it into the end zone. I think that's Smiley's 2nd touchdown on the season. And Caldwell County's lead now at 27-0, pending this Taco John's extra point attempt by Blake Viverette. Snap is back, kick is up. He had some pressure, still able to get it through. 6:15 left to go in the first half. It's Caldwell County 28, Union County nothing. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
2018 Chevy Cruze Premier, 24,000 miles. NADA retail price, $17,750. Trice priced at $15,900.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or TriceHughes.com.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Bashir to Smiley on the touchdown pass makes it 28-0 Tigers. Still 6:15 left to go in the first half. Nikki, this is almost identical to last week. Caldwell put the 36 on the board with 6:01 to play against Crittenden last week. So very similar. Caldwell getting very close within 8 points now of that running clock for the rest of this ball game unless Union can put something on the board.
Yeah, and Dennis, I hate to say it, with the way things are going right now, they're beating them like a government mule pretty much, so.
They are doing that. Viverette approaches. Low line drive kick's going to bounce at the 20. Bobbled, picked up at the 20. Ben Holt there on the coverage, shakes away from Ben, but Caldwell County is going to gang tackle him, push him out of bounds. Shy of the 40-yard line. We'll say about the 36. We'll see where the official spot is. As Union County will bring the offense back out on the field. They had a couple of big plays the last possession, picked up a couple of first downs. We'll see what they do on this one. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. So apparently stepped out a little bit earlier than the pile stopped. Still a warm night here. Not a lot of air circulating up here in the booth like normal. Well, a lot of hot air circulating up in the booth, but
I agree with that.
That's usual. Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Union. Shreve wanted to throw, looks down the field now, incomplete. He had Tejon open at the 50, led him just a little bit. 2nd and 10 for the Braves coming up. Homecoming night here at Tiger Stadium. We'll have a whole list of those coming up hopefully at halftime. Hopefully we'll have room for that. Kaylin Grimes, though, crowned homecoming queen for 2019. So congratulations to Kaylin Grimes and her court tonight here at homecoming. On the road to Ballard next week, and then the big Mayfield game the week after that right here at Tiger Stadium. High snap controlled by Shreve. Brings it down, handoff up the middle. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Dennis, that's going to be a very unusual playing Mayfield in October. I don't know that I can remember when we haven't played them last game of the season back even when I was a kid. And that's a long time ago.
Yeah, they're going to be played middle of the season. We'll finish up this year instead of with Mayfield. We'll finish up with Trigg County. And under the new format, it's the number 1 and number 4 in your district, number 2 and number 3 in the first week. Then the 2 highest seeds left play, whoever wins those games at the home of the highest seed. Shreve, nowhere to throw it to, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Tigers. Ben Holt in the bottom of that pile, all the way back to the 34. And Nikki, with the playoff format, we could conceivably play Mayfield if we make it that far in the second week of the playoffs. After that, everything is computer generated, where it's kind of like the RPI in basketball, that a lot of things are figured in, your win-loss record, your schedule, your points. A lot of things go into the figuring of those numbers on who you play in the third round. But first things first, we're in a district now, you got to get by Mayfield.
Yeah.
Snap is back on 4th down. Punt is up. It's going to take a Union County bounce inside the 30, all the way down to the Tiger 26-yard line.
Dennis, after their loss last week to McCracken County, I would hate to be in Graves County this week, but I've not heard a score, so I don't know where they're at with that game.
We may try to look some of those up at halftime and see what that is. But, yeah, I would imagine they came out with something to prove tonight against Graves County.
Crosstown rivals, county rivals. It's a pretty different type game like that anyway, and it's same town, so it would be. I'm sure I wouldn't want to be a Graves County player tonight. So.
Caldwell County has Bashir in the backfield. Quick outlet pass to Hollowell. Wants to get down that sideline, steps out of bounds after he picks up about 5 on the play out to the 31-yard line. Clock stops with 4:21 left to go in the first half. Caldwell could conceivably have a running clock in the second half if they can score and convert on this possession. Hollowell up the middle on the handoff, has the first down and more all the way out near the 40-yard line. They'll spot it at the 39, but that's a Lake Barkley CrossFit first down for De'Eric Hollowell as they'll move the chains. A job that our very own Bob Hayes did for 23 years, was it, Bob? 23 years on the chains. Little flick pass to Wells as he was in motion, hit. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. That will go down as a pass, and Bashir having a big night.
Hollowell's knocking on 100 if he's not over it, but now I don't know. I haven't seen Bob's stats there, but
yeah, we're going to. He's got to be close. 2 touchdowns on the night also. Second down for the Tigers. It's going to be Smiley on the handoff. Turns it up the field. He's got the first down and more on his feet across midfield and brought down at the 43-yard line of Union County.
Another good run to Smiley.
Hard to see from way up here, but that line has got to be opening up some quick holes because you see Smiley and Hollowell, they're down on the field. They can see it quickly, but it's got to be nice holes for them to cut like they're doing.
That offensive line is doing their job tonight.
Quick hit to Smiley. Wants to bring it back, and he's going to get thrown for a loss in the backfield after the completion. Union County able to get past a couple of blockers, kind of met Smiley as soon as he caught the ball. Spot's going to be all the way back to the 46-yard line. Second down and a long 13 for the Tigers. Bashir looks one way, comes back the other, complete. I think that's Branch across the 40. And Branch gets it down to the 39-yard line. Makes it third down and manageable for the Tigers. 38-yard line on the reception. Hollowell to the right side of Bashir. Hollowell takes it, turns it up the field. Hit at the 35, shakes head across the 30. 25, 20, one tackler in front of him. Goes around him, touchdown, De'Eric Hollowell. Nicky, you're not going to hand tackle De'Eric Hollowell. We can make that simple for Union County. You're not going to do it. They did not wrap him up, tried to reach out, grab him, and Hollowell takes that one to the bank. 34-0. They'll go for 2 here. See if they can get the running clock going with 2:22 left to go here in the first half. Timeout called. I think Caldwell County having trouble getting all the players out on the field. So they'll call a timeout. We'll take a quick one and be right back. 2:22 left in the first. It's Caldwell 34, Union nothing. You're listening to Tiger Football on WPKYonline.com.
Are you overwhelmed with decisions when it comes to building a new home? When it comes to heating and air, do you know your fuel and energy efficiency options? The different types of HVAC systems, manufacturer and dealer warranties, indoor filtration options. McGregor Group has over 30 years of industry experience and can help you simplify your heating and air conditioning decisions on new builds. Don't just settle. Be informed. Call the experts at McGregor Group today.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Caldwell County looking to convert the 2-point conversion. This is Tiger Football, WPKY Princeton.
Dennis, you've got most teams that got 3 minutes on the clock and they start panicking, wondering if they can get it down there, but this team can score so quick.
Yeah, you get used to that as a Caldwell fan. If you see an 11-play drive, that's against the norm for the Tigers. Bashir under center, pitch is going to go to Hollowell. Finds a seam and walks it in. 2-point conversion, De'Eric Hollowell with 2:22 left in the first half and a running clock now in play for this ball game. It's the Tigers 36, the Braves nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
As a community-owned enterprise, the Princeton Electric Plant Board provides services to the people in the Princeton area. One of the services they provide is to make sure the lights are on over our fields and courts for the Caldwell County Tigers. From everyone at the Princeton Electric Plant Board, good luck to all of the Caldwell County Tigers and hopes for a safe season. And a big electric roar to their Tigers, Tate Van Hooser, Addie Vinson, Kendra Winters, and Lily Horde.
Back to Tiger Stadium, as it's been the De'Eric Hollowell show here in the first half. 167 yards tonight for De'Eric Hollowell, 3 touchdowns. And just a big night. He's looking for that player of the game to be wrapped up early. As Viverette will kick this one away. Union County's just not been able to do anything, Nicky. They had one drive with a couple of first downs, but after that, it's been nothing.
Squibb kicks that one.
Squibb kick picked up at the 16, up across the 25, 30, and down about the 32-yard line. And we'll take a quick run down to the field with Todd Griffin.
Hey, thanks, Dennis. Just wanted to point out a couple of big runs tonight for De'Eric Hollowell. And as we mentioned earlier in the season, some of these cuts that we're seeing De'Eric make this year are plays we didn't see out of him last year. That's how much he's improved over one season. A couple of these touchdown runs, though, just special. And the Tigers up 36-0 for the second straight week.
Thank you, Todd. Yeah, he's having a great night and makes us, I may have to go out to Hardee's tomorrow just to hear his family and how happy they're going to be after this performance tonight. I love talking to the ladies out there about De'Eric's play anytime we go in there. Trip set to the right for Union. Shreve, nowhere to go, flings it in the backfield, complete. They're going to try to return this one on a reverse. Not much there. Gets back to the 32-yard line. Elijah Shaheen closed that one down, stayed in his lane, Nikki, or that one. That's one of those Union County could have busted on the reverse all the way back around the field. Shaheen said none of that as Union gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
He looked both ways, and he didn't say anything. Everything was covered.
Yeah, no gain on the play for that one. Union County is again trip set to the right. Shreve's going to roll left, look down the field, wants to go long down the sideline. Incomplete. Nice coverage by the Tigers. Flag on the play, a little bit of jarring after the play. I think that was Ashley on the coverage. And good coverage, but after the play, flag comes in between the receiver and the defensive player.
Union County player wanted to talk a little bit.
Yeah. And Ashley may have said after you catch the ball, then you can do it, but until then, I'll win. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Union County. And I love how we can go down on the field for the coin toss. The referee talked about that specifically to the kids before the game, said you don't talk to a player on the other team, or we're not going to like it. And they didn't like it 15 yards worth on that one as it backs Union all the way back up to their own 18-yard line.
He must have said something definitely because he didn't give him that first chance at all.
No.
So
He got his speech in good, I guess. Handoff to number 14. He's going to be hitting the backfield. A couple of Tigers getting up out of that one. That's number 2, Kramer. And see, number 67 is Aaron Hensley. And that play is going to end the first half. So after one half of play, it's Caldwell County 36, Union County nothing. Stay tuned for the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way in just a couple of minutes. We'll have the band on with that one. We'll take a look at the stats for the first half and also run down tonight's homecoming activities. All that coming up on the Little Caesars halftime report next on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
James Bond Roofing has been servicing the residents of Caldwell County for 25 years and has seen many years of Tiger sports accomplishments. They would like to wish all of the Tiger sports teams good luck this season. However, there are a couple players out there they are a little more partial to. So here's a big James Bond Roofing shout out to their very own Tiger football players, Ben Holt and Carter Jackson. Go get them, boys, and go Tigers!
Get into shape and feel good at Trilogy Performance Sports. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to reach your fitness and well-being goals. Whether you're into yoga, gymnastics, sports training, team training, cardio, kickboxing, or weightlifting, Trilogy has something for the whole family. Family discounts available, and your first 2 weeks are free. Located in Princeton behind Cash Express. Be better than you used to be at Trilogy Performance Sports.
It's all at your fingertips now at WPKYonline.com. Local video, local news, local sports, local weather information, and of course, contests. Plus, you can listen to us on your smart device. Just click the Listen Now button. We've made it easier to find your favorite information. WPKYonline.com.
At Farmers Bank, we pride ourselves on friendly faces and convenient service. Our goal is to make your life easier, and one of the biggest ways we do so is with our mobile app. If you have a smartphone, this is definitely for you. Using the NXT app, you can check your balance, view transactions, make mobile deposits, and transfer money between your accounts. Did you know you can even make your loan payments? Give us a call or stop by our main office to set up the NXT app today. You'll be greeted by me, Lizzie Shelton, and I look forward to seeing you at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
This is Holly Van Hooser with the Woodall Agency in Princeton, Kentucky. Are you wanting the best options that meet your needs? If so, call our friendly and professional agents who are just a phone call away at 365-5541 or visit our website woodallagency.com. We will give you a free quote for your home, auto, or even your business. We will get back with you on the best options that meet your needs. Our office is located at 110 West Washington Street. Call Woodall, y'all.
Enter your football mom in the YourSportsEdge.com Sports Mom of the Month contest presented by Save More Drugs, GNC Hopkinsville, and Joel's Bakery and Cafe. Enter today at YourSportsEdge.com.
For delicious, authentic Mexican cuisine, head to La Potacina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or in Marion. Maria's specials are a local favorite you're sure to love. Stop in for delicious lunch or dinner. La Potacina Mexican Restaurant is open 7 days a week, Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 9:30, Sundays 11 to 9. And they offer lunch specials Monday through Friday 11 to 3. Be sure to like them on Facebook for updates and specials. La Potacina Mexican Restaurant in Princeton or Marion.
The teams are in the locker room, and it's time for the Tiger Halftime Report on WPKY.
And welcome back to Tiger Stadium. We're at halftime. Caldwell County leads this one 36-0, so a running clock for the rest of the ball game tonight. This is the Little Caesars Halftime Report, brought to you by our friends at Little Caesars in Princeton, where they feature the Quattro Pizza for $7. And, Nikki, you might have wanted to do the game next week. We're going to try this, I think, on the way down. For $7, it's the latest experiment from the Hot and Ready chain. 4 different sections with a medley of cheese, meats, and bruschetta. Everyone gets what they want, and it's all at Little Caesars in Princeton. So good luck to the Tigers from Little Caesars. We're kind of looking forward to that one as we hit the road next week going down to Ballard Memorial and take on the Bombers.
I've actually tried one of those, Dennis.
Did you?
They're good. Yeah,
all right, we got
they're good.
We got some pizza experts up here in the booth tonight, so we're going to try that next week, and on the recommendation of Nikki Dunbar. Tonight, of course, Nikki joining us in the booth, taking the color coverage from Bob Hayes tonight as Bob's getting ready for the stats here. 36-0, as we said. I'll tell you what, let's send it down while Bob totals up the stats, and we watch the band here at halftime. Todd will get a little better sound on it down on the field, plus his report at halftime. We'll send it down on the field to Todd Griffin.
All right, thanks, Dennis. And we were just listening to you guys talk about pizza, and we could probably weigh in on some of those pizza options. But big first half for the Tigers, 36-0 over Union County. And Chris, start with you. Man, the Union County quarterback running for his life back there.
Yeah, I think 4.5 sacks for the Tigers already, and probably should be about 6, because if he hadn't flipped 2 or 3 away, we're looking at 6 sacks in the first half. He's just been running for his life all night. Our front four can't be blocked.
And the Union County defense wondering what to do, Gary, against De'Eric Hollowell, who's just had a monster first half.
I don't use this term lightly. You have to earn it, but we can officially say now that De'Eric Hollowell is doing De'Eric Hollowell things. You have to earn that. Yeah. He's had great cut, great vision, and on the 2-point conversion, I really don't think Union wanted any part of it. I think that was really the tale where they're discombobulated. I think athletically they are a better team than they're showing. The loss of their running back, something's not right, and I don't see the Union team I expected to see tonight.
Well, Gary, I'll tell you, I just tweeted out that De'Eric Caldwell is running the ball like a grown man tonight. Oh, my God, it's just amazing.
Well, you go back to that 2-point play, though, that put the Tigers over the mercy rule threshold at 36-0. Man, the line got that thing blocked. Tate Van Hooser had a kick-out block on the outside. I think I could have run that thing in. You know, maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but there was a big hole there for De'Eric.
Well, the one thing I'm looking at is our blocking is good, and that's physicality. Right now, from warm-ups on, Caldwell looked like the fresher, more excitable, and more ready-to-play team. I don't think it had anything to do with last week. I think they are week to week. They put Crittenden in the books Friday night. They looked at Union, and I see a team that's got their plays right, they've got their head on right, and on the sidelines, I hear them. They're playing for each other. They're supporting each other. They're trending up, as they say on the World Wide Web.
Well, and to be honest, coming into this game, I thought this was a game the Tigers would get. I didn't think we'd be seeing a running clock here at halftime, Chris.
I said 34-14. I thought Union would put up a little more of a fight, but in some ways, I think they've just kind of packed it in.
Well, and once they lost their running back earlier this season, suffered a broken leg over against McLean County, just look at the importance of De'Eric Caldwell to Caldwell County, and that's what Union County lost.
And that makes a big deal when somebody's your main cog of your offense. If they go out, you have to accept a new identity, and obviously right now they don't have much of an identity offensively. Looks like they're trying to do 2 or 3 different things, and they really hadn't been able to do anything in the passing game. I think we've got 2 interceptions, and one he just threw up for grabs.
At halftime, 36-0, Caldwell County over Union County. Homecoming night here at Tiger Stadium. Dennis, back up to you and Bob and the guys up in the press box.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that. This is the Little Caesars halftime report, brought to you by our friends down at Little Caesars of Princeton. Taking a look at the scoreboard right now, 10:38 before we get the second half going. And it's Caldwell County all over Union County, 36-0. Look at the scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Goodwin Insurance, your locally owned independent insurance agency capable of handling all of your insurance needs. The camera on the band tonight in full uniform, a Titanic-themed halftime show here, and they've done a great job. First time we've got to see them in their full dress tonight, Bob, and I like the stuff they go along with it. Got the big Titanic ship out there, all the percussion instruments behind the ship, so great job by the Tiger Band of Pride as we look down on them tonight. And we'll keep up with all the awards that they'll win this marching season, because I'm sure they'll be picking up some in the near future. Time now to take a look at the stats for the first half. Stats brought to you by Pollyeyes Pizza of Princeton, and we can vouch for them. We talk a lot about food up here because we talk about what we know. And we went to Pollyeyes tonight before the game, took Nicky out, and got him kind of accustomed to some of the things we were going to do. Great house special tonight, so thanks to Dynamite and the crew at Pollyeyes for the meal tonight. So, Bob, I'll turn it over to you for a big first half from De'Eric Caldwell and also a few other Tigers with some good numbers.
Thank you, Dennis. And the band is, I'm just watching them, how precise they are down there, and a nice theme carrying out the Titanic theme. Looking at the scoring in the first half, Caldwell County all over Union County tonight. Caldwell County gets on the board first on a 31-yard run by De'Eric Caldwell. That coming at the 7-minute, 49-second mark to play in the first quarter. Blake Viverette adds the extra points. Caldwell County leading at that point 7-0. Also in the first quarter, Russ Bashir on a 2-yard run. That coming with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Again, Blake Viverette adds the extra points. Caldwell County leading 14-0 at that point. Also in the first quarter, as it draws down to the end of the first quarter with 1 second remaining on the clock, De'Eric Caldwell on a 28-yard run. Blake Viverette adds the extra point again, and the Tigers lead basically at the end of 21-0. In the second quarter, Logan Smiley catches a 28-yard pass from Russ Bashir at the 6-minute, 15-second mark of the second quarter. Blake Viverette adds the extra point. Caldwell County leading 28-0 at that point. And also in the second quarter, closing out the scoring for Caldwell County in the first half was De'Eric Caldwell on a cutback, scintillating 39-yard run. And the attempt for two-point conversion by Derek Hollowell was successful. That coming with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the half. Caldwell County leading 36-0, and at that point it becomes a running clock. Looking at the Tigers' stats tonight, the Tigers all over Union County in the stat category. Derek Hollowell with 9 carries tonight for a total of 167 yards. He's had 2 long runs, one of 50 yards, and the touchdown run. 9 carries for 167 yards. Russ Bashir, 8 carries for 26 yards. Logan Smiley, 2 carries for 26 yards. And Barron Wells, 2 carries for 3 yards. 21 carries for the Tigers tonight, 216 yards, an average of 10 yards per carry. In the passing department, Russ Bashir, 13 of 15. That's going to improve his 71% completion average. 13 out of 15, Trev Branch with 2 catches tonight for 24 yards. Barron Wells, 2 catches for 8 yards. Tate Van Hoosier, 3 grabs for 40 yards. Derek Hollowell, 1 reception for 5 yards. Logan Smiley with 5 receptions for 47 yards and a TD. Also pointing out that Derek Caldwell has 3 touchdowns in the first half. Russ Bashir with 1 touchdown in the first half. Caldwell County throwing it again, as I say, 13 out of 15 times for 124 yards. The total offense for the Tigers in the first half, 340 yards. And looking at Union County with just anemic numbers here. They have 12 carries for a negative 15 yards, a lot of them coming early in the game on a mishandled snaps. They had about 3 or 4 of them. Then Caldwell County just lived in their backfield for the rest of the half. So 12 carries for a negative 15 yards. In the passing department, Shreve, 4 out of 14 with 2 interceptions. His 4 passes netting 37 yards. And really the best offense that Union County had tonight came on either play 1 or play 2 when they had the 20-yard pass. So 37 yards passing, a negative 15 yards rushing. So 22 yards total offense for Union County here in the first half, contrasted with 340 yards of total offense by the Tigers, and you can easily see what that can bring about as far as the scoreboard is concerned, Dennis.
Up there, John. Bob, just complete domination by Caldwell County tonight in the first half, indicative of the score, 36-0. Caldwell County. I'll tell you what, John, we're going to take it back down the field for just about 1 minute, get some more with the band from Todd Griffin. And a great job by the Caldwell County Band of Pride. Thank you, Todd, for the sound down on the field. Such an added enhancement tonight and all season long to our broadcast, Bob, with that sideline report with Todd down there bringing the sounds of the Band of Pride. Tonight, 4:13 to go before we kick this one off in the second half. Tonight was homecoming night here at Tiger Stadium. The Queen and candidates tonight, including these 3 seniors. First senior was, get the things back lined up here. First senior attendant tonight was Miss Lucy Geyer-Goffinet. The second candidate for Queen tonight was senior Kaylin Grimes, and the third candidate for Queen tonight was senior attendant Miss Elena Grissom. And when they announced it, a lot of roars went up as Kaylin Grimes was named the homecoming queen for 2019. So congratulations to Kaylin. Also in the court, freshman attendant Tally Branch and sophomore attendant Savannah Scott. So congratulations to those young ladies. I know it'll be a memorable time for them for the rest of their lives as homecoming took place tonight here at Tiger Stadium before the football game. Back on the mic, Nikki Dunbar. This is the Little Caesars halftime report. Nikki, just not a lot you can say about this one. 30-something yards, I think Bob said, for Union County in the first half, 340 in the first half for Caldwell County. So you're not going to get much more overcome than that. It's just been all Tigers tonight.
Definitely been a Tiger show tonight, that's for sure. So you couldn't their game plan, they came out, Caldwell has executed. They have, looks like they've done everything that they wanted to do, offensively and defensively both. You got Kilgore and Shaheen that's pretty much dominated the line there on the defense, and they've not got any 30 yards. If they got 30 yards, that's
they had negative yards rushing in the first half. They picked up total offense was just about 30 yards in the first half, 37 yards for rushing. They had 12 rushes for minus 15 yards in that first half. So the Tiger defense, Ben Holt, Shaheen, I think it was it Kramer that had the interception. So Caldwell County just dominating on both sides of the football tonight. Running clock in the second half, you're going to see a lot of new numbers in blue and gold for the Tigers out on the field in that second half. This one's going to go by quick. Taking a little bit of a look ahead, we've got Ballard Memorial next week. That's a team that you're expected to win. We're going to go in huge favorites. It's not taking anything away from Ballard. Caldwell County is going to go in huge favorites, probably maybe the biggest of the season in that game next week. But you can't look over it. You've got to go out, play it, win it, and then bring it back home the following week and get ready for the big one against Mayfield. It has so many ramifications, whether you're the number 1 seed in your district, where you start out against the number 4 and host the second round if you win the first round, or if you go in as the 2 seed, which could come down to maybe a Murray will be in the mix for that one. I don't think Murray and Mayfield have played yet, so still a lot to work out over the course of the season. But the big one district-wise is going to be in a couple of weeks back here at Tiger Stadium.
Well, you definitely don't want to go down to Ballard next week and just think they're going to be a pushover, which, we should come out victorious down there as well, too. But you don't want to get it down on that and have to come back and face Mayfield the next week, and they need to keep a way up and keep this momentum going into that Mayfield game. And I really feel like that, it could turn out a little different than what everybody thinks it does. They play like they're playing tonight.
Yeah, I think, of course, Mayfield lost last week.
Right.
One of 2 state number 1 teams, Louisville Christian Academy, also getting beat last Friday night at home, as did Mayfield. So they can be taken. McCracken put up 45 on them last week. Caldwell County comes out like this, and Hollowell runs the ball like he's run tonight and all season long. We've talked about it since game 1. The kid's not turning and going out of bounds. He's not shying away from the contact. He made a cut tonight that just broke the ankles of Union County, took it in for the score. So if he runs like that, that could be a lot more competitive game than I think some people are prepared to really realize.
Well, the way I understand it, everybody's pretty much healthy now, except maybe we've got one that's still not up to par. But if we can get everybody healthy and keep them healthy and don't have any injuries out of the game next week at Ballard and come back all healthy and him playing like they are right now, I mean, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, Dennis. And they should be here in the middle of the season, like that.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, this is the halfway point of the regular season tonight for this squad. We've got a bye week late in the year. I think it's the weekend before the Trigg County game for the season finale. So still a lot of football to be played, but I like where Caldwell County is at this point of the season, what they're doing offensively, and the play of the defense has just been outstanding all year. Shaheen is really getting a lot of conversation to be a sophomore.
I'm going to tell you something that I was real surprised. My 5-year-old grandson, Cash, the first game here at Christian County, I don't know what got him sparked because he normally doesn't pay a lot of attention to football. But that night, he sat in my lap down there, and we watched that whole game. He peed on 54, and he wanted a 54 number jersey. So we went to Athletic Center Saturday morning and had to order him a jersey with 54 on there, and he's picked that number out, and he's been watching him all season to be 5. I'm not bragging on him because he's 5 years old, but he's I am bragging on him. I will say that he's something to be bragged on. But for him to pick out that kid's going to be a good player. He is. He is just going to be definitely a good player. I seen you got a text there a while ago from our fan club there, Mr. Dwight Meeks, that was wondering when Twyman Bourne had come back, and I'm assuming he was referring that to me probably as well. But,
well, I don't know, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Well,
anyway.
that's what I was going to say. I couldn't be compared to anybody any better than Twyman.
Twyman, a legend in the radio business here in Princeton.
Exactly. He was Mr. Radio. Between him and Willie Wilson, back in the day. So
I worked for Willie for a few years.
Twyman's a good guy, so I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, that's been the Little Caesars halftime report. We are underway here in the second half. Kickoff from Union County, fielded by Hollowell. Takes it back all the way up to the 32-yard line. He caught that one over his shoulder going backwards and down at the 5. And brought it all the way back out to the 32-yard line where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10. And Nicky, to close out that halftime conversation, I think if we can get that story down to Shaheen, he's going to be tickled that his jersey sales are leading the pack here in Princeton.
Well, only in a small town like this. I mean, you can't get on the radio and do what we're doing if we were in somewhere else. But it's enjoyable.
Snap goes back to Bashir, rolls out complete to Van Hoosier across the 30 and up to about the 32-yard line. I like Van Hoosier on the short yardage passes because he is a load to bring down if you let him get those shoulders squared up. 2nd and 5 for Caldwell County. Split backfield. Snap back to Bashir. Hands it off to Hollowell. Finds a hole. Wants to take it to the right side. He's got some room across the 40, 45, 50. Still on his feet. Down the sideline across the 30. Trying to be dragged down inside the 20. Still on his feet shaking tackles. Dances around. Touchdown Tigers. Wow. That's all you can say about the kid tonight is just wow.
I say he could probably rest after that one for the rest of the night, Dennis. So,
Nicky, he was hit about 6 times between the 50 and the 20. Either slithered out or bounced off of all of them. Took it across the goal line. 42-0 Caldwell County.
I was real surprised to see him come back out and really hit it, I guess, after in the second half. But
Viverette going for his own 6-pack here tonight on the Taco John's extra point attempt. Kick is up and good. Blake Viverette still perfect on the season on extra points. Quick hit, less than a minute and a half into the second half. Caldwell County out in front 43-0 over Union County. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on WPKYOnline.com.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Health First Community Health Center, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Josh Cook Modern Woodman, K.E.'s Kitchen, Kentucky Homes Realty, Fraternal Financial, Penny Ryle District Health Department, Raider Auction Company, The Joshua Tree, and by Penny Ryle Home Medical. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. Tigers hit it quick here in the second half, 43-0 now over Union County. And Nicky, here's a roster for Caldwell County. I'm sure we're going to need it as this game goes along. Running clock going on, and we're going to have a lot of clean jerseys in blue and gold. Viverette, squib kick down the middle, rolls all the way down to the 21-yard line before it's picked up. Union County brings it back up the field, just short of the 40-yard line.
Dennis, with being no rain or nothing we've had and no mud on the field, it's going to be tough to pick these new numbers out because jerseys are not really dirty.
No, and the field in great condition. I mean, they do a great job at Caldwell County. Elijah Shaheen, Derek Hollowell, 235 yards on the game tonight. That may be where he finishes. I don't know if we'll see him anymore here in the second half, but 235 yards rushing. What's he up to now, Bob? 4 touchdowns? 4 touchdowns. Low snap on the ground. Caldwell County barrels in. I think Union County's Shreve able to cover that one. Flag comes in on the play, though.
Yeah, for September the 20th, this field's in excellent shape with, they've got the sprinkler system there too, but 90-degree heat and Bermuda grass like what they've got on that field. It's going to stay green till we get cold snap for sure. So
and we'll see what the call is here on the flag. procedure against Union County. Yeah, Nikki, because you got to look, they also play middle school football on this field, flag football going on. That's played every Saturday now. Junior pro football out here, so a lot of things going on, and the guys do a great job with this field. I know some places are going to the artificial turf fields, but for a grass field, this is as good as any in the area.
See a few places where they've, played that's beginning to turn, but it's not. I mean, it's in excellent shape for September the 20th.
1st and 15 on the penalty for Union County. Shreve has that one knocked down and almost intercepted. Was that number 50, Paredes?
I think it was.
So John Paredes almost with the interception. I think instinctively he just knocked it down, but actually had the time to go ahead and turn on that one and maybe pick that one off. Maybe surprised him that it was right to him.
Yeah, I think he was more surprised than he was anything else. If he'd have caught that ball, it could have been a pick six pretty easy.
Some names we don't mention a lot on defense right now. Number 10, I see Clayton Wofford into the ball game. I think he started at linebacker last week. Shreve out of the shotgun, drops back, gets some rush from Wofford. Wofford, well, that's pretty good timing. Mickey, we'd call out his name, and he comes up with the sack. Clayton Wofford on the sack in the backfield.
Since you brought up the middle school there a while ago, I think we need to give a shout out to those kids. They're 8-0, not lost a game, and they did have an injury to one of their kids last night. We need to keep him in our prayers definitely for that child and the family, because he's. I understand he's doing better, but we do need to keep him in our prayers.
Absolutely, some serious injuries to the young man, and our prayers are with him and his family that he'll get back to health just as quick as possible. 3rd down and 20 now for Union County. 5 yards on the sack. Shreve's going to send trips to the right. Low snap, picks it up. Wofford comes in on him. He's going to be hit from behind and brought down. See if we can get that number. 63, I think that was Kilgore. Devin Kilgore gets him from the backside, and it's going to be 4th down and a country mile now for Union County.
Dennis, I don't know if it was Todd or Gary down there said it a while ago, but this Union County team, they're just dazed and confused. I mean, they don't know which ends up right now.
Union County kind of strange. They've won their 2 road games, lost their 2 home games so far this season. The punt is away. Takes a Union County bounce. It's pretty bad, though, when your one bright spot tonight has been your punter. He has been a bright spot for him, but ball is going to be spotted at the 33 where Caldwell County would take over. We'll keep it right here. Timeout on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Russo Law of downtown Princeton. Russo Law ready to take care of all of your legal needs, so give them a call today. Travion Samuel, one of the new ones in the backfield for Caldwell County. Travion had an injury a couple of games ago, got in some action last week. We've seen him on 1 or 2 plays tonight. He comes out with the offense here as Bashir is still in the ball game. Hands off to Samuel. He's going to try this left side, gets around the corner. Big block from Barron Wells, frees him across the 50.
Another good run.
Great block on this side by Barron Wells. Lake Barkley CrossFit 1st down. That was a well set up play. Samuel sprung on the play by Wells. This time it's Caldwell County up the middle. Samuel again with the carry. See if he got a yard or 2 on this one. It's going to be spotted at the 46-yard line of Union County. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, split backfield. Looks like Samuels and Smiley. Bashir is going to drop back, goes for it all, looking down the sideline to Wells, complete at the 15. Wells dragged out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Russ Bashir just adding on to already spectacular stats from the first half. Laid it right over the shoulder of Barron Wells. Wells able to cradle it in and take it all the way down to the Brave 8-yard line. Bashir in the backfield with Travion Samuel. Trip set to the left. He's going to go right across the middle. A lot of contact. Flag comes in. Took the back judge a little while to get it out of his pocket, but a lot of contact on Trip Branch as he went across the goal line. Branch was the intended receiver. Almost pushed down from behind, so the pass interference call will go against Union County.
You thinking maybe some of these Union County guys are thinking, we'll go ahead and start the bus and let's go home, you know.
Takes the ball half the distance down to the 4. Yeah, if we were singers, we'd be singing Turn Out the Lights quite a bit earlier tonight. Samuel takes it, lowers his head, pushes the pile. Helmet's even coming off down there. Down to the, 2-yard line. Second down and goal coming up for the Tigers. Clock already down inside of 5 minutes in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Cozy Living. Samuel in the backfield. Bashir passes complete. Looks like Van Hoosier. Touchdown Tigers. Checking to see if he got his foot across that pylon. Tate Van Hoosier with his second touchdown of the night. And Caldwell County is going to send Blake Vibrett on to try to hit the 50-point mark tonight.
This, it won't be long. They're going to come up here and ask us to come out there and play.
Well, that's going to be a much bigger lead than what they got now before I'm going to go down there and put any pads on. Good handle there on a little bit high snap by Smiley. Kick is good. And with 4.5 to go in the third quarter, it's Caldwell County 50, Union County nothing. Back in 30 seconds, this is Tiger football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
10,641,945,600 inches, 886,828,800 feet, 295,609,600 yards, 167,960 miles.
That's how far the staff at Pennyroyal Hospice traveled last year to serve clients in their 5-county area. If Pennyroyal Hospice traveled 6 3/4 times around the world to serve last year, imagine what they can do for you and your loved one today. Pennyroyal Hospice, living to the fullest.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium. All Caldwell County tonight as they have just blitzed Union County tonight, 50-0. Still 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Viverette's going to put this one in play. Big crowd still here. Of course, homecoming night, you're going to have a huge crowd for homecoming anytime, but the folks aren't leaving the stadium. They want to see how this one ends. Squib kick down the middle. Should give Union decent field position if anybody decides to pick it up all the way down to the 22. Union picks it up and brings it back to about the 33-yard line. But we'll start that clock back up, Nikki. We're getting spoiled a little bit to these running clocks. I think we were back in Princeton last week, even after the postgame and everything before 10 o'clock. So. First and 10, Union County from the 33.
Kind of bring back memories of the old Elijah Sindelar days, you know, whenever shootouts for the 60-nothings or something. You know?
Yeah, 50 was maybe a halftime score of some games back in the day. Looks like a new player, if I'm not mistaken, Nikki, back at safety, Jack Stevens. Comes from a long line of football players. Handoff by Union County up across the 35-yard line.
Man, Coach Stevens' ears perked up when he seen that number run out on the field, don't you?
Yeah, Earl Stevens, John H., not very long ago, and now Jack following in the footsteps of wearing number 12.
Like that picture of all three of his boys that had 10, 11, and 12. I seen where they was turned around and had the 10, 11, and 12 numbers on their back. That was pretty cool.
Second down and 7 coming up for the Braves. They'll go under center this time. Handoff hit, bounces off, nothing there. It's still alive. Makes something out of nothing as he's up near midfield. Had him stopped back about to 35. He breaks away. And that's Tihan into Tiger territory at the Caldwell County 49-yard line. Jack Stevens, the kid we've been talking about for a couple of minutes, made the tackle. So Union County into Caldwell County territory. Not many first downs for the Braves tonight. They had 2 on one drive, and I think that's been their best drive of the night. Shreve under center, hands off to the deep back, finds a hole, gets to the sideline, first down run and more as Union County takes it down to the 35-yard line of Caldwell. Clock still running as we go under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stevens with the stop again for Caldwell County. As Shreve will bring the offense to the line for the Braves. Stay tuned after this one for the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. Shreve under center. Caldwell County jumps. And that'll make it 1st and 5 for the Braves. Oh, they're going to call this one against Union County. They said they drew Caldwell County off.
Like a lineman there, flinched a little bit.
So they'll sort this one out. Still some discussion amongst the officials. Should be a pretty easy 5-yarder. And it's marked back at the 40. 1st and 15 coming up for Union County. I think the sideline got a little confused over there too. Right now they thought it was going to be against Caldwell County. Still some talk.
They changed their mind.
And they are going to change their mind. We had it right the first time, Nikki. No, I'm not sure. They've marked it now at the original line of scrimmage at the 35. So did they just pick up the flag, offsetting?
I don't know.
Going to replay the down.
Yeah.
Inadvertent whistle maybe, you never know. Handoff to number 14, finds a hole on that left side. Good run, gets it inside the 25-yard line. Bob, do you have that roster for them? Number 14, here it is.
Several new numbers out there for the Tigers.
McGraw on the carry for Union County. Gabe Dyer with the tackle for Caldwell County. It's spotted at the 22-yard line. And after this play, we'll go down to the sideline, get the explanation on that call where initially it went against Union County. Handoff up the middle, hit at side at the 20, bounces off that one, makes it down to about the 17-yard line. Let's take it down real quick to the sideline and Todd Griffin.
Hey, Dennis, I don't know if I've ever seen this one before, but on that previous play with the penalty, originally one referee had a false start, another referee had an offside. The referees got together, talked about it, decided they'd call it offsetting, put the ball back where it was, and no harm done.
All right, thank you, Todd. Unusual call, and it turned out to be a replay of the down. Time runs out in the third quarter, and it's all Caldwell County tonight. 50-0 as we go to the fourth. You're listening to Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
First Southern National Bank's Southern roots run deep. Founded in a small Kentucky town, First Southern has always used their example, influence, and resources to help others make wise financial decisions. They know you want to be in charge of your money and to feel valued by your bank. At First Southern Bank, you're more than a number, which is why they've provided personalized service to their customers for more than 35 years. Visit fsnb.net to learn more. Member FDIC.
Back to Tiger Stadium as we get set for fourth quarter play. Caldwell leading Union County 50-0. Fourth quarter is going to be brought to you by Cozy Living. And Nikki, I'll get you to talk about Cozy Living right there for us.
All right. Our Cozy Living, Interiors and Boutique, has been under new ownership management of Pam and El Aberlock for the past 3 years. Beautiful furniture, bedding, accessories, and gifts. They are also your local U-Haul dealer. Cozy Living Interiors Boutique next to the bowling alley in Princeton. Everything a home should be. Go out and see those folks. support our local businesses, and they do a great job and got about anything out there you want.
Yeah, got a lot of things out there at Cozy Living. They've been with us for a while sponsoring our quarters. We appreciate those guys. Starting the fourth quarter, Union County out of the I formation. Shreve pressured in the backfield, throws to the end zone and complete, but it looks like they're going to wave it out of bounds. That was a really nice throw by Ben Shreve into double coverage, split the defenders, but the defender could not come down in bounds.
Dennis, this is as close as they've been to pay dirt all night long.
Albeit against a few reserves. Union County still with all starters in right now, but you're right, Nikki, it's as close as they've been in a while. Just about a foot more inside. That would have been their first 6 of the night. Again, out of the I, Shreves gives it to the deep back, bounces off a couple of tackles, gets it down near the 10-yard line. McGraw on the carry for Union County. He's been the workhorse tonight and probably will be for the season with the loss of the Celis Porter for Union County. The kid had over 500 yards in a couple of games, but gone for the season with a broken leg. McGraw gets him a first down, though. First and goal for Union County as Caldwell County trying to keep the shutout intact. First and goal from the 10.
I would say their whole defense is pretty much new. Looking at the bench, our whole defense is sitting right down there, so, for the starters.
Up the middle and down inside the 5. $10:20 to go in the ball game. Jack Stevens racking up the tackles here in the second half. Gets the tackle on that one down to the 3-yard line. Second and goal for the Braves. Out of the I, the deep back, McGraw is going to get hit. Caldwell County kept him out of the end zone. Down to inside the 1. Third and goal for the Braves. Let's see if the Tigers can dig in here and hold this shutout. Big kid in the up back on that I formation. It's going to be Shreve on the keeper. And touchdown Union County.
Touchdown Union County.
As they take off the collar and put 6 on the board.
Number 1, Ben Shreve on the keeper for the Braves. Takes it in for the touchdown.
Kicker will come in and try the extra point attempt for Union County. Kid's got a strong leg. We saw it in warm-up. Snap is back, kick is up, and good. So with 9:24 left in the ball game, Caldwell County sees the shutout go away, but still leads this one 50-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Health First Community Health Center, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Josh Cook, Modern Woodman, K.E.'s Kitchen, Kentucky Homes Realty, Fraternal Financial, Penny Ryle District Health Department, Raider Auction Company, The Joshua Tree, and by Penny Ryle Home Medical. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com and on your free WPKY app.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Union County punches it across, get on the board, 50-7 now. Caldwell County leads this one. And Nikki, your fan club seems to be growing tonight. You've heard a little from Dwight Meeks. Kenny Cummins joins in on this tonight. And so far, how do you like it?
I'm having a big time, Dennis. I don't know if I'm, y'all hadn't kicked me out the window yet, so I guess that's a good thing. But my old buddy Kenny there, we spent a lot of days together. We graduated together and went to college together, and he's been an old radio man from way back, just like you, So he's.
Oh yeah, back in our teen years, Kenny was there. So we appreciate the folks listening, and we appreciate what Nicky did in winning that radio auction. He not only got to do the game with us, he gave money to the Optimist Club, who turns around and does all kinds of great things for the youth of Caldwell County. And that was a donation that was a great job, and we appreciate Nikki doing that just to get a chance to set up in the booth with us. Barron Wells on the kickoff return gets pushed out of bounds just across the 30-yard line.
Dennis, you and Bob do a great job, and I consider it a privilege to be up here with you guys, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. And like I said, you haven't thrown me out the window yet, so that's really definitely a good
We're
thing.
not going to do that. We're glad you see the fun times that we have up here. Bob and I have enjoyed it. This is our 5th season together, and we have just had a ball with it since we started this. Caldwell County offensively try to get the number on the new quarterback. I think it's Dyer, complete to Jack Stevens. Caught it at the 36, gets up across the 40.
I will say if we were going to be 90 degrees from August till October, that if I was up here a whole lot, I probably would get us some air conditioning put in this thing.
Well, feel free to do that anytime you want. We brought the best we had.
I understand.
Yeah, we'll take some AC installed up here anytime somebody wants to donate that. Gabe Dyer in the quarterback in place of Russ Bashir. Trip set for Gabe to his right side. Snap is back. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. See what that was on the run. Nikki, we're trying to get as many numbers as we can here. A lot of new players.
Got a Tiger player down, too.
Got a kid that ran the ball still down on the ground. And he's going to hop back up.
Can't see.
Trying to get the number.
10.
And we're still going to work on that. Got his jersey kind of twisted.
10. Looked like 10. Whoever 10 is. 10. I think it's 10.
10 is Wolford. I don't know that it would be.
It looked like, when he turned his back there, it was.
Did it look
10.
like a 10?
It was, yeah. 10.
Oh, number 20.
Maybe it is 20.
20.
Okay.
Let's see. That's Jameis Carnahan.
That jersey was crumpled. You couldn't really see it.
Yeah, he got grabbed by the jersey in the front. It was wadded up. Carnahan again with the carry is going to go up the middle on first down. So Carnahan getting some good runs. And something we don't have a lot, Nikki, is field goal attempts, but our field goals are sponsored by West Kentucky Memorials with locations in Princeton, Cadiz, and Hoptown. They're a proud supporter of Caldwell County football, and that's their son. Number 20 for Caldwell County, freshman Jameis Carnahan. So we appreciate West Kentucky Memorials helping us to bring you Tiger football. This handoff goes to number 7. It's going to be dragged down back at the 40. 7, Logan Chambliss. Chambliss, a 5'7", 150-pound freshman. Loss on the play is going to go back to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 12 coming up now for the Tigers as we near 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Caldwell County, for all intents and purposes, had this one wrapped up at halftime. It was just a matter of the final score. They came out and just rolled in that 3rd quarter. Gabe Dyer has Chambliss in the backfield, 2 receivers each way. Dyer takes a snap, rolls to his left. He's got some company, slings, incomplete. Looking for Canyon Richardson, a 5'7", 120-pound freshman. It's going to be incomplete. And that'll bring out the punt unit for Caldwell County. As Tripp Branch will come back in. Branch kind of rolls. Nicky's got an odd release to it, kind of rolls to his right generally. Comes this way, puts it in the air. Good kick. End over end is going to roll out of bounds near the 15-yard line. They're going to call it the 17. Nice kick by Tripp Branch. And Nicky, there's some snacks in that styrofoam. Anytime tonight you want something, Heather does a great job about bringing us something just about every ball game. We appreciate her always delivering up here for us. Caldwell County will bring the defensive unit out onto the field. Half-price nachos, pizza, and sandwiches. here at Tiger Stadium. So if you're driving in the area and don't want to see the last 4 1/4 of this one, you can still come in and eat pretty cheap. It's going to be Union County coming up to the line, trying to see who they're going to bring in at quarterback. I think there's some confusion. Number 12, Bob, that they have. Let's see. That's Cannon Sheffer. Cannon Sheffer in the quarterback. Hands off. Flag's going to blow this one dead. See what class Sheffer is in. Freshman quarterback and linebacker for Union County. 66, 70, and 71 checking in for the Tigers. 66, Connor King. Ethan Ward, 70. Caden Alfred, 71. All freshmen for the Tigers into the ball game, as is number 33, Cameron Stoltenberg, a junior. So a lot of substitutes in for the Tigers as we close this one down. 3:33 left. Caldwell jump, got back on side. Handoff is going to come left side. Got some room across the 25. Tackled finally near the 30-yard line. I think that was number 8 getting a hand in on that, Aaron Ziobro. Hughes was the ball carrier for Union County.
Crowd beginning to file out a little bit now, Dennis.
Yeah, I think they finally feel comfortable about this one. Yeah. 50-7 with 3 minutes to go. Great performance by the Tigers tonight in every area. You can't really find any negative to speak of by Caldwell tonight. We'll have all the polyized stats of the game coming up on the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show. Sheffer has the I formation. Whistle blows. And that's a clock violation. Play clock ran down. Delay of game against Union County. Kind of understandable, Nikki. You've got a lot of substitutes on each side of the ball. They didn't get up to the line quick enough, so 5 yards against the Braves.
Yeah, even with 2-3 minutes left in the game, these young kids that coming in, they're still got a little nerves and twitters, so they're going to make mistakes.
And they still want to perform. It's like it's 0-0 if you're out on that field right now. Sheffer fakes a handoff, rolls to his right, incomplete at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Union County.
And I would say if I was one of their coaches over there, and so one of these kids come up here and showed me a little bit here in this last 2 or 3 minutes, that I'd probably give them a chance with the way that everything's gone for them before, earlier tonight. So, they all of them are vying for another, move up in a better position sometimes, or start position.
You're exactly right. This is their chance to shine under the lights. We'll see what they can do. Looks like Sheffer may go under center on this one in the I formation. 2 receivers on the left, 1 to the right. Sheffer hands off to the deep back. He's across the 35. 40's got some room across midfield. 1 player to beat. He's across the 30. 20 pulls up. I don't know why, but pulls up, thrown out of bounds.
He probably would have had a touchdown if he hadn't stopped.
I agree with you. Is that Sheeran?
23, is that right?
Ethan Sheeran, 28 on the tackle. Sheeran gave a good run and had a pretty good angle, but I'm with you, Nick. If the back had just kept running, I'm not sure that Sheeran could have caught up. Pulled up as we go under a minute. Ball spotted inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for Union. Ball at the 7-yard line. Deep back again for Union County. Hits a pile, still pushing down near the goal line. Score is not going to be indicative of what it could have been, but I like Coach McGowan's going to follow in the footsteps of Coach Barnes on this. He's not going to run a score up needlessly on a team. He had this one won. A lot of new players in the 3rd quarter. And you got to tip your hat to the sportsmanship that Caldwell County has year in and year out.
Exactly, because I guarantee you, if you ever do that one time, it'll come back to bite you at some point.
Touchdown, Union County up the middle.
it could be their turn the next time. So.
Remember, Fort Campbell was able to do that a few years back in the 90s, maybe early 2000s, and now it's capable of coming back and biting them as they're in some struggles at Fort Campbell.
I remember, if I'm not mistaken, us going down there and beating them like 78-0 one night years and years ago.
There's a little payback, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're exactly right. It can come back to bite you. It might be fun while you're doing it. Extra point as we end the ball game is no good. Comes up short. So the final here from Tiger Stadium, it was Caldwell County 50, Union County 13. Dominating performance by the Tigers. We'll come back and wrap it up on the Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show coming your way in about 3 minutes, so stay tuned. This is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Caldwell County sports coverage is brought to you in part by Health First Community Health Center, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Josh Cook Modern Woodman, K.E.'s Kitchen, Kentucky Homes Realty, Fraternal Financial, Penny Ryle District Health Departments, Raider Auction Company, The Joshua Tree, and by Penny Ryle Home Medical. Caldwell County Sports on 1580, 103.3 WPKY, worldwide at WPKYonline.com, and on your free WPKY app. You're listening to Caldwell County Football on WPKY Princeton.
Hey guys, it's Brittany McGregor with Farmers Bank, and I want to fill you in on some things that you may not know about. Our drive-thru at our main office is open at 7:30 until 4:30, Monday through Thursday, and on Friday we're open till 6. We're always looking for ways to be more convenient for you, so if you're unable to catch us during our normal hours, don't worry. At our Highway 62 and Edible branches, you can make your deposits at the ATM and have access to your funds immediately. Stop by and see us at Farmers Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. Deposits may not be available for immediate credit.
There's an advantage in being the home team. You know who Emma Talley, Jake Lewis, and Pat Gates are. You've seen the wall around Butler Stadium and have heard of the Caldwell Crazies. Trice Hughes, we're your home team. Here's our home team deal of the week.
2018 Chevy Cruze Premier, 24,000 miles. NADA retail price, $17,750. Trice priced at $15,900.
Get this home team deal of the week at Trice Hughes. Find us on Highway 91 North, Princeton, or TriceHughes.com.
Time to make your picks in the YourSportsEdge.com Friday Night Pickup, presented by Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Go to YourSportsEdge.com to make your picks today.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got mine at Audubell.
I got my hearing aids at Audubell.
As a psychiatrist, I had to listen to my patients very well. And Audubell gave me my ears back.
And they've really changed my life.
I've been wearing hearing aids for 50 years, and Audubell is by far the best hearing aid.
I'm Donnie Baker, helping you hear well at Audubell.
Call Audubell for your free hearing test, 554-1900.
Time for a recap of tonight's action. The WPKY Tiger postgame report is on the air.
Back to Tiger Stadium. Final score here tonight was Caldwell County 50 and Union County 13. This is a Trilogy Performance Sports post-game show. Let's take it down to the field real quick with Todd Griffin and the coach.
All right, Dennis, thanks. Here with Will Barnes after the game. And, Coach, thought this was a game the Tigers would probably get, but you guys were pretty impressive, especially offensively early in the game.
Yeah, we really thought, they were pretty good up front, and we've got some guys we're having to sub in there that haven't got a lot of varsity experience, but they won the toss and wanted the football, so I think our defense kind of took that as a challenge and came out and got a big stop. And the last couple of weeks we've really tried to start fast. We've picked up the tempo a little bit more. We probably played with more tempo the last 2 weeks than we have. So this is my third year here in the last 3 years.
Well, I thought maybe you guys would try to go just a little slower this year because you do have guys going both ways, but it doesn't look like you've taken the foot off the gas on offense.
No, and that's coming into the year. That's kind of what we were thinking about doing, but I felt like the first 3 games we kind of started slow offensively and made that change last week, and I think it's helped us kind of jumpstart our offense and get us going early in the game.
And how about the night for De'Eric Hollowell? I think we had him about 235 yards.
He's been unbelievable all year. And it hasn't been big nights like tonight. It's been 2, 3, 4 yard runs. And then tonight, it's good to see him get that yardage and have a huge game. I can't say enough about that kid. I said in the headset, we haven't had some of those runs since Jalen.
Yeah.
Some of the things he was able to do tonight, just really impressive, and he deserves it.
And I'm not sure what the final offensive total was, but offensive line played well, and you guys were able to do a whole lot of good things on offense.
Yeah, outside of the fourth down, we came up a little short. Even that drive was a pretty good drive. Played good up front. We got a sophomore and a freshman starting on that right side. They're going to make mistakes because they're young, but they play hard, and that's really all you can ask. They're getting better.
What are you guys looking for next week down at Ballard?
We're getting into district play now, and that's what these first few games have been about, is getting ready for districts. We got to come out and ready to play. It's a tough district. We want to start 1-0.
Well, they say it's not homecoming unless you win the ball game. Congratulations.
Thanks, Todd.
That's Will Barnes, Tiger coach, and back up to Dennis and Bob and the gang in the press box.
All right, thank you, Todd, for that. Talking with Coach Will Barnes after Caldwell County just dominates Union County tonight, 50-13, opened up a 50-point lead tonight before Union County was able to tack on a couple of late against basically reserves for Caldwell County. This is the Trilogy Performance Sports Postgame Show. Trilogy is a family-friendly environment that offers a wide range of classes to reach your fitness and well-being goals. Good luck, Tigers, from Trilogy Performance Sports. And we appreciate our friends at Trilogy being with us for these ball games. Nikki, I want to leave you headphones on just a second. We'll take a break and then come back and do the stats. But just want to thank you for what you did with the bid to come up and do the game with us. Hope you had a good time tonight, and you give us any closing thoughts you had on the ball game tonight, as your fan club waves at you, by the way.
Dennis, I really enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me up. And whether it was for the opposite, that money goes to the kids, and that's the main thing for that. And that's all that club is for, helping youth in our county, and that's what it's derived from. And it's just a good organization, and they work hard to do what they do. And even if I hadn't got to come up here and spend the time with y'all, that it would have been worth giving that to them to use for the youth in this community. But I do appreciate the opportunity. Like I said, I didn't do too bad. I wouldn't, y'all didn't throw me out the window, and that probably would have hurt that 2 stories down here. But anyway, I appreciate Bob stepping aside and letting me take over his part, and probably freed him up a little bit there to get those stats. I don't know how he does it and talks and does that too. It would be pretty. But him being from a banking background and figures and stuff all the time. We got a bunch down there. Hecklers is what I call
I'm hearing
those.
through the window, Nikki. I love you.
Yeah,
Bob and I
enjoy
what I do, but I don't think we've ever had anybody waiting at the bottom of the steps yelling they love us.
Bunch of hecklers, down there tonight. Especially when you got Kenny Cummins and Dwight Meeks texting in and bothering you all night long. That makes it even worse, But those are good guys. They really are. And
it's a lot of fun up here. I'm glad you got to see behind the scenes a little bit.
They do it in a lot of fun and a lot of good fun. And like I said, we've had good fun over the years with those guys. But I appreciate the opportunity, and maybe get time to do it again sometime.
Well, I hope you do, and thank you for what you did, and I hope you had a good time tonight with us.
Thanks,
up
Dennis.
here in the booth. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Bob Hayes will have all of the poly-eyed stats for the ball game. Then we'll look ahead to next week here on the Trilogy Performance Sports Postgame Show. Coming your way in just a minute, this is Tiger Football on 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
It's not too late to lease a residential, commercial, or agricultural propane tank, so you'll be prepared for this winter. Give Fortner Gas in Princeton a call today to get on their schedule now while prices are still low. If you are an existing Fortner Gas customer and refer a friend for a new tank installation, you'll receive 50 gallons of propane for free. Fortner LP Gas Company in Princeton, a locally owned family business since 1951.
What does your morning sound like?
Morning, Al.
Next stop, 32nd Street.
Welcome to McDonald's. Hi, can I get an Egg McMuffin, please?
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Time to make your picks in the YourSportsEdge.com Friday Night Pick'em, presented by Herb Hayes Furniture and Mattress. Go to YourSportsEdge.com to make your picks today.
And we are back to Tiger Stadium Trilogy Performance Sports postgame show after Caldwell County comes out, takes care of business